Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Zenith 3000, Episode 3, Nebuchadnezzar and the Superior Price. My name is Alex. I will be your GM and your host this evening. Zenith 3000 is a live stream actual play of the Cypher System by Monty Cook Games, set in a magical cyberpunk future. City that I have developed and run for now 2 campaigns here on Sword and Key, and I'm always grateful to them for having me, and I'm grateful to be surrounded by such lovely and accomplished players. We're going to go quickly introduce ourselves. Before that, I suppose I will talk just some brief bookkeeping things, and then we will launch right into our session. To note, if you type in !donate into the chat, you can find out all about our donation incentives, which allow you to interact with our lovely game here. You can give me an excuse to cause an additional problem. You can give these intrepid heroes problem safety insurance, or some combination thereof. And in addition to that, in lieu of financial remuneration for ourselves, all of the money donated to this game and its incentives will be directed towards Doctors Without Borders. This is a well-known humanitarian organization that delivers medical care and other crisis support for conflict zones, areas of emergent disease outbreak, and similar acute needs of medical care. If you want, you can also type in !reading, I think, or reading. Sick.
It's also on a timer.
Things. All right. !reading will let you know a little bit about the texts and works that inspired this story as it is being presented to you. While we were on that topic, briefly, this story is one that addresses some of the types of conflicts that you might see in the contemporary news. And so if the news if the news stresses you out like it does stress me out, then just be aware that these are the types of themes and conflicts that we will be delving into in this story. And it is our hope that, in spite of difficult subject matter, that something beautiful might still come out of this. I believe that is all for announcements and bookkeeping type stuff. As mentioned, my name is Alex. I will be your GM for the night, and I will now pass it off to the players who will introduce themselves, give a quick recap, and then we will hop back into tonight's session. Someone start talking.
Gosh, please. I can't remember if we go in a certain order for this. I guess I'll go test out the overlay. And that I'm not muted. Cool. Hi, hello, I'm Eva. My pronouns are she, her, and tonight I am playing Vertigo, she, any, who is a beneficent manipulator who works the system. And I'm happy to be here.
Hi, I'll go next. Hello, I am Mare. I use they, she pronouns, and I am playing Erastus Brevenfeld, the intuitive preside who interprets the law.
And I guess that leaves me then. Hi, everyone. My name is Abhishek. I use he, him pronouns. I will be playing Eris, who uses any, all pronouns, the clever adept who has 1,000 faces. And that also leaves me in charge for the recap for today.
It sure does. You may add an experience point to your sheet.
Hell yeah. Received. All right. So last episode, which is very aptly titled The Electric Church, we pick up sort of after the events of episode 1. We have just, all 3 of our characters sort of witnessed or still sort of reeling from the events of what just happened. You know, the firefight, the grenade, the AI beholder that was discovered by Vertigo. Yeah. We decide to head to the train station and have ourselves a little debrief, but not before Vertigo dissociates and Erastus has a panic attack in the train station's bathrooms. And Eris, checks to see if any of their nails are broken, as one does. While the train ride is sort of passing, and while we're heading on the train ride, Vertigo decides to suggest that, hey, why don't we go debrief in this lovely little club that I know called the Electric Church? It's a nice place. We have some interesting characters when we first get there. Obviously, Vertigo and Eris are able to use their privilege to get past the line and just sort of VIP themselves and Erastus inside. Inside, they are met with a lovely crowd of people, which also includes some interesting characters, namely Desiree Canna, the leader of the Drowned, I believe. Yeah, the Drowned. Not to be confused with the Divers. And Vertigo also sends a beer to Nikki DeMaster because they're a nice person like that. Over a nice little bowl of some Fireball, they have a sort of TLDR about of what happens. The AI Beholder, what stuff they've learned, the Red Presence, the Accused, I believe is what they were called. Yeah, eventually they sort of trade information, get each other's numbers, and part ways, but not before Erastus sends a drink and their phone number on a napkin towards the very same Desiree Kana requesting for a meeting. Speaking of Des, she ends up catching Vertigo on the way out and asks her, yo, why the fuck did you bring this government tool to here? And Vertigo's like, hey, no, he's chill. He's very chill. He'll be fine. Well, he better be because he just requested a meeting with me. Eris, on the other hand, heads home, but not before stopping at a mural depicting some very old friends of hers, Vesper and his sister Grace. She has a lovely time chatting, laying some flowers, and just sort of conversing for old time's sake. Mainly for hers, but she'll never admit that. And then finally, later that evening, Erastus has what I can only really describe as an out-of-body experience. Somehow, it's far easier to call that than to describe the level of what sort of trippiness Erastus endured. And he has found himself entering only what is known as the path. 3 days later pass by. Zenith Chronicle Network releases a report about a very, very large dragon who has returned. A certain Thraxamundar who melts the earth. One of the CEOs of Chromacore. He's made his return to Zenith for like the first time in over 3 months, which is a huge deal. They also mentioned some illegal propaganda networks and an ongoing investigation into said illegal propaganda networks. Eris decides to go and visit a friend of hers. Well, it's really Erastus. Although Erastus doesn't really know it's Eris because she's taken the form of someone else, a celebrity who is acquainted with Erastus, and they're named Kiara. They went to go check on Erastus after the murder of Ambrose, Erastus' partner, to see, hey, how you doing? I brought brunch. It was a very lovely time they had, and lo and behold, Kiara managed to get Erastus to agree to go out to a club. Vertigo, on the other hand, has gone out to see Vito the Deal Devil. Sort of just ask, what have you gotten us into? They did bring presents for the kids and the wife, and it was great. Specifically a cat keyboard and a dog guitar. Vito nods in respect. Vertigo and Vito sort of talk about the job, and they get sort of more info in general. This old red presence is said to be the current sort of spiritual ancestor to this new one that's forming. They use a lot of similar tactics, have similar goals, but there's different leaders though. The current one wants to sort of like channel collective belief for like the purposes of the 9 hells, apparently. And their interests are like firmly rooted in like the material plane. They're very focused on that. They want to manifest something new that can sort of essentially hive mind everyone, connect everyone to this one singular consciousness, like a deity of sorts. This accuser, as they so call it. Yeah. Vito does have a small lead, though, on that front. There is a small artist by the name of Callum Kane. He doesn't really know if he's ideologically aligned with the Red Presence, but hey, it's a lead, and it's probably the best place to start, if any. As Vertigo leaves, they feel something burning within them. it's a fire of determination. They are filled with determination. Something may not even be determination. It's just it could be something simple as the will to not just bend or be broken. Maybe it's something more. She feels invincible, almost as if they could fight a god. And Vertigo has taken their first step onto the path. I mean, Erastus also looked up some information about Chroma Core. They followed up on his report in the first session. The ZMP, the Zenith Metropolitan Police, was dispatched, and they're still waiting for the full report on that front. Erastus does also learn about the hosting of the fact that Thraxamundar, Big Dragon, CEO of Chroma Core, who just came back, is also hosting the competition gala. That is a regular occurrence here in Zenith. It's sort of like a mix of a fashion show and like a high class society party. It's like an ownership thing. It's like everyone at the Met Gala was also a contestant. Is like the best way to put it, as our gracious God has put it. It's a part of like dragon culture and socialization, like a sort of like a thing that Thraxamundar is almost sort of bringing draconian culture into Zenith. But they also found something interesting. Those half-elves we found from the first session, Apogee and Perigee, they're on the guest list. And it seems as if Chroma Core has reached out to the Red Presence, not the other way around for some reason. Finally, we end up coming back to the Electric Church, where Erastus has his meeting scheduled with Des. Vertigo goes because he just doesn't want to see Erastus get iced, also because he cares, because they care. Eris goes as well, but as someone else this time. Another identity of theirs goes by the name of Jess. This is all set to be a live performance of this band called Mother and the Fuckers. Truly a fantastic name. Eris gets drunk, and the person serving her drinks is an old friend of hers, Nettle, one of her old acquaintances and the former owner of the Lich Lord Tavern from way back in the day. They talk on and on and on. Nettle obviously realizes it is Eris because Eris cannot answer a fucking question to save their life. And gets called out for it. Eris sort of has a moment of feeling old as they sort of catch up. They feel time gnawing at them. This thing that is this legend that is sort of accumulated around her. It's sort of gnawing and wearing at this myth that has been established since the original Red Presence. She decides to take her first step off of the path. Vertigo, on the other hand, enjoys themselves and gets drunk, dancing and just having a great time. Meanwhile, Erastus gets invited to talk with Des. There's some lizard folk who are smoking, an elf, funny enough, Vivi's girlfriend, as in like Erastus' assistant's girlfriend, is also there. Not awkward in the slightest. She has a shotgun. Just wanted to point that out. Erastus, whether be it boldness or stupidity, they show Des the the security footage of her and Ambrose talking. Thankfully, Des decides to hear Erastus out and not ice them. They find out that Ambrose was essentially a sponsor for the Drowned. They helped sort of keep them financially afloat. They sort of floated the idea of a network of caretakers. Des does agree to look into Ambrose's death more deeply if Erastus agrees to assure that he can assist with putting themselves in contact with as many agreeable pre-side members as possible, essentially spreading the Drowned's influence amongst the pre-side. Call it a partnership. Erastus agrees, and that's where we come into session 3.
That was incredibly detailed. Thank you, Abhishek. And now, before we go any further, allow me to share with you a perspective. It is written that offenses committed out of anger are more permissible than offenses committed out of desire, because while one possessed of anger is energized beyond the capacity to access their higher reason. One possessed of desire simply ignores the reason that remains within reach. So it is written. However, I say to you, this writer has never felt quite how the mind empties when, while the lungs are still caked with ash, the whole essence yearns for another cigarette. This writer has not, I imagine, watched their own hands with the absent-minded disinterest of a dispassionate stranger while they undress a lover in the dark. And I can assure you, this writer has never purchased for $5.99 a euphoria so powerful it makes you think you're God. Pleasure, I tell you, is not the carrot on a stick. It is the collar around your neck and the leash that extends beyond our feeble perceptions. Because while it may look like your bonds are held by the wealthy and the powerful, I have a different sort of tale to tell. Because imagine what kind of man you must be to be able to buy anything, go anywhere, live any way. And imagine using that freedom to spend your one and only life chasing more money. Imagine what depths of despair one must contain to be the most powerful individual in the world and to simultaneously desire more power. Imagine turning from the face of a flesh and blood loved one to seek the rush of dopamine that can only come from the cold glow of the cell phone within your reach. This I do not need to imagine. Where does your phone sit now? A hand reaches down from the abyss. It holds your leash as it holds mine. And while we claw at each other and ourselves, desperate to breathe free, laughter echoes through the darkness. Where do the three of you meet up today?
I vote diner.
I was also thinking diner. I love
Delightful.
diners.
Can you give me a diner? What kind of diner exists in Zenith?
The three-headed goat.
Excellent, yes.
I like it.
The three-headed goat, and the theme is goat cheese.
So
a
good.
good amount of goat cheese menu
I'm
items.
there.
Hell
That
yes.
sounds really, really good.
The three of you, let's call this around noon. All file into the three-headed goat, a low-lying establishment painted in that classic diner like teal with the black and white floor tiles, red bar stools, the whole diner
Chrome.
experience. Chrome.
Yes.
Behind the counter, a big burly Cambion with ridged horns stands with his sort of short sleeve cooked outfit, his tattooed and muscle arms bulging a sort of deep midnight purple color. He looks at you with these like slitted orange eyes that you swear are almost moving as if aflame themselves.
I feel like Erastus is there early and took like a corner booth and saved it for all y'all.
Sick.
Man, I was originally going to be like, I'm here for the coffee, but I never thought I'd say I'm here for the goat cheese. Here for the goat cheese.
Yes.
Vertigo will be on time.
Mm-hmm.
In that, like, on time is like maybe 2 minutes early. Like, we're not doing the
Yeah.
10 minutes early thing. That's...
It's a little cringe.
Yeah. And we'll probably slide in across from Erastus.
Afternoon.
What's good?
Is that a what's good here or was a what's good in life type of question?
I guess what's good in life. I kind of have a idea, maybe, of what's going on here. Although if you have a specific recommendation, I'll take it.
Literally anything with goat's cheese.
Okay, well, useful, thank you.
There's not a bad thing on the item unless you personally don't like it. But as for life, it's going okay.
Have you ordered?
Just coffee. And he like taps the side of his coffee mug. How long do you think it's going to take for Eris to get here?
I'm pretty sure it's not rude if I order after 10 minutes. So probably 11, just to make me feel bad.
Okay.
Eris takes about 15 minutes to show up.
So we've already placed an order before you get there.
Perfect.
Yeah. Eris sort of walks in, looking as confident as ever. I think today they are dressed in like this like almost like ungodly expensive like pantsuit. Just like it almost like is a deep like it's like a deep like crimson red with like black accents on it. Wearing some nice like jewelry, and like you can all like she has like a couple of those what are they called, like those finger claws on.
Yeah.
They have a couple of those on, sort of walking through like some bracelets. Their hair is all done up, I think in like I want to say it's like I think it's like a high pony. I want to say there's like a simple high pony, but like it's almost the pony itself is almost like braided for some reason.
Sorry, I'm thinking like the Ariana Grande high pony.
You wouldn't be wrong. Yeah. They just sort of hear just sort of the clack of like of just like of designer shoes as they just sort of like clack clack clack. Door opens and they just walk their way to your booth. Takes a seat. Sorry for the delay. I cannot believe how hard it is to get things done around here.
We already ordered, but server will be back around again.
Perfect.
Abhishek, who does Eris sit next to? I'm just nosy.
There is a correct answer.
There is a correct answer.
What that answer is, so I'm really curious.
I don't know what it is. I just know there is one.
I kind of want to leave it up to fate. So,
oh hell yeah!
If I roll evens, it's gonna be Vertigo. If I roll odd, it's Erastus.
Okay.
Odd, Erastus.
All right. He scooches in a little bit.
She sort of just takes a seat, crosses her legs, and just like has a hand on her shoulder or hand on her chin, just like. So, how are your afternoons? Anything good?
It's fine.
Nothing too noteworthy.
Before y'all progress, there is something that needs to be resolved. Our Cypher donation from last session. So, there are maybe about 5 other tables with people in them. It's not super busy in here, so there may be 20 people total in a restaurant that could seat probably 50 to 70. All of a sudden, the door kind of pops like half open, and you hear commotion. A bunch of people begin to jump up and kind of move subtly away from the door as a creature known as a spell sprite comes in. These creatures are, you can think of them as living spells. It is magic that has taken form and become something like a living animal. And then when that spell is cast by whoever essentially claims that magic, the animal disappears. So I'm going to drop this into the Discord chat as you see the Cambion who owns this place come out here with a big broom. Hey, see with anybody?
Oh, it's so. I love the sound. A spell sprite sounds so cute.
Oh
So
my
this is
goodness.
Spell Sprite Cloud Kill. This emits a poisonous gas and inflicts damage equal to the Cypher level to anyone in immediate radius. And the creature is a friendly skunk who likes belly rubs and lacks a self-preservation instinct.
Oh
It
my
walks
God.
right up to the Cambion, sniffing and almost about to stand up. Is he with anybody? I'm about to start whacking.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah. Hey, over here, buddy.
I'm so glad it was Vertigo.
I'm a whistle, like a little here, creature sort of whistle. A can't whistle and B, the mic's right there.
It looks over at you, cocks its head briefly, considers walking at the swinging Cambion, but chooses you instead.
Bless. Thank you for coming to our very in-depth cyberpunk metaphorical campaign. It is now just petting the spell sprite, giving it belly rubs, and feeding it goat cheese.
Excellent. Very
Sorry.
good.
Eva, it needs a name.
It does. Vertigo is going to mull it over for the moment.
Can I make an out-of-character suggestion?
Is it better than potato? Because that was my first thought. So please.
What if Eris suggested Vesper?
Wow,
You know what the
drag
funny part
him.
is? You know what the funny part is? That is something she absolutely would do.
Yes.
Yeah, Vertigo will offer it a little bit of cheese unless I'm aware. You know what? I will do a quick Zenith, like, Google search, whatever it's called, and just
Google.
see if they can
That's Final
have.
Fantasy. Shit.
But those are things, not searches. It's like a magical Google, so it could still be. Anyway, I'm just gonna see if goat cheese is toxic to spell sprites. Not that I think this one needs any extra help with the toxicity, maybe, but. Because I don't want to rely on my own knowledge for this.
Excellent.
Okay, little guy, what's... Did the voice again. Man, this was a trap. What's your name, little guy? What should we call you?
I don't think I've ever seen a spell sprite just wandering anywhere.
No. Vertigo's gonna, like, check it over for tags? Question mark?
Nothing. And also, I would say that y'all would probably be able to identify, like, some spell sprites are like, light this candle, grab that thing from 500 yards. This one is deadly. So whoever let this just out and about, there was a miss somewhere.
So,
Also lacks a self-preservation instinct, apparently.
That is true.
so to be clear, like, usually when a cipher is used, it's like, it'll say if it's one and done, right? Like,
what do you have in mind?
I don't want to kill it.
Yes. Oh, yeah, no, it will go away. It won't die. It will essentially become ether. It will revert to its natural form, essentially,
Okay.
as dispersed magic.
So if we
Yeah.
want to keep it as like a little camp mascot, we just
can't
don't
use it.
use it. Okay, that's
Yeah,
which
you
is
just
fine.
Don't cast the spell.
I just want to be sure that, like, what are the ethics here? But yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. Eris, are you eating?
Eris probably would have ordered like a thing of like goat cheese. But she would have also just like reached into her purse, pulled out like a thing of honey. Just like drizzle some over it.
Nice.
Right.
So bougie.
So bougie.
I love it, to be clear.
Erastus takes out his notebook and just like places it on the table. So shall we get to business?
How large did you say this suit sprite was? Like
The
pug
size
size or like
Skunk size.
horse size? Skunk size. Oh, it is skunk size. Okay.
Yeah.
Not just like behaves like one, but
no, it's a skunk size skunk.
it is now in my lap unless it fights me.
Doesn't.
And I'm gonna turn it to Erastus and just do the little like the sprite's talking. Turns out Vertigo is insufferable sometimes. What sort of business are you thinking?
Oh my god, Vertigo. Really?
Well, do you want to start with your agenda, or do you want us to go? What are you thinking?
Since you're talking, why don't you go first?
Okay, so I don't know if I can keep that up. What I have is not super great news. Did any of you actually stick around for that Mother and the Fuckers like show, because it was really good?
A couple songs. They were good.
Yeah. So that's my first report, because that's the good news. The bad news is it's just more of the Neo Red Presence bullshit, mostly. They are trying to... Is anyone sitting like right next to us?
I'll say no. I'll say Erastus probably prevented that from happening.
Okay, yeah. They're trying to summon this accuser, or manifest it. Basically link everyone's minds together, which
I wouldn't want to wish that on anybody.
no, it sounds pretty garbage to me for a number of reasons. I haven't been able to find out more details, but I guess like the original group tried to do this before, but it was more like summoning power for a person to like
whatever we all learned in history back in high school.
Okay, Erastus.
Right.
I don't think we all had the same quality education across the board, so...
Oh no, it was a fairly glossing over, this happened in Zenith, blah blah blah, let's go on to the next big thing.
Yeah, but like I've met people who were like... It's fine.
Also, way to assume I went to a bougie high school.
No, I just mean like, you know, I don't know if all of our histories were the same,
Well,
bougie or not.
Blah blah blah, something was summoned. Shit was bad.
that's not a watered down way to put it, but yes.
I'm sorry,
wanna-
Eris, did you have a... Yeah.
You want to elaborate?
Well, if I must, this is basically... Eris will attempt to lie here, but... Eris will attempt to lie about where she's getting this information from, but she's essentially... she'll essentially tell them the gist of what the first Red Presence incident was like, why they did what they did, what they were trying to do. She will indeed try to pass that off as having learned that from quote-unquote bougie history lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Do we believe this?
I can roll for it.
You can roll for it, or we can pull a card. I'll leave it up to you.
Ooh, a card.
Oh, I'll leave it up to Eris, because that's where the consequences lie.
Yeah.
That
I'm
is
good
very
either way, I just think it's an
Yep,
exciting
whatever you want to do,
opportunity.
Abhishek.
I think that a card would be so much funnier.
We
Also,
pulled that one.
PvP in Cypher kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm absolutely like Vertigo's on board believing that, like, Eris read this somewhere. I don't know about the, like, believing it as, like,
Yeah.
the truth or whatever, like.
Yeah.
Erastus, on the other hand, his entire job is rooting out
Sus.
bullshit. So
His entire job
Yeah.
is sus.
We have pulled the Questing Knight, value 5, Vision Swan's Blade in Water. Is a stalwart and focused individual seeking justice over the long term. The quest is long and hard. Success comes to those who are persistent and determined.
That does kind of feel like an Eris card.
It does.
us.
I can see it.
Also, there's a, like, trust but verify, like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, which I think Erastus and Vertigo both probably kind of have different levels of. Depending on, like, how important the information is.
I'll tell you what, Eris manages to do two things uncommonly well. One, they manage to tell the story, spin the yarn in such a way that you don't have any reason to doubt the veracity of their information or the source. However, on top of that, Eris manages to communicate exactly what the old Red Presence movement was. It was creating collective belief on the material plane for the purpose of elevating a devil to the throne of hell in hell. It was done through a prophet figure called the Beloved, who eventually promised godhood to someone who would ascend the magisterial tower, and that plan was thwarted. I will also say that Eris manages to stop just short of saying who in history thwarted that plan and what their name was. And y'all don't particularly recall anything special beyond that.
Well,
Oh,
so we don't know the name? Because I thought it was, like, that's why, like, so many names...
I feel
So
like
many
it's
people
common knowledge, but we're not really like,
Yeah, it's common knowledge, but you're not primed for the recollection, and so you're not primed.
Yeah, okay.
or
Yeah.
or it's
Think
not
too
like
hard
super
about it.
important, you know, like it's just
Yeah.
that thing happened.
And also
Yeah,
not
because-
wanting to draw attention to it.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
For whatever reason.
Yeah, it's religious knowledge. Neither of you two are, as far as I'm aware, Numites, and so it's kind of beyond your scope of knowledge.
Yeah.
How oddly precise. Thank you.
I mean, it lines up with what I heard mostly. But so instead of trying to imbue somebody with the power, they're trying to coalesce the power into something else.
As for me, question for Alex before I go into my full detail. Did I ever get back the report from the folks who went to go check out the, session 1?
Yeah, I suppose you would have by this point, and I would say it's very inconclusive. They go there, the place has been abandoned, it has been scrubbed, and very little of any kind of traffic has come in and out.
Okay. They weren't able to get anything. I'm assuming like everything was scrubbed digitally and physically.
Yeah, exactly. By the time that the report made its way through the system, the place had long been scrubbed, scoured, no traces of any particular individual, and no remaining technology or anything.
Yeah. As for my end, I was able to get a little bit of information about. It's all tangentially related and slowly getting woven together. But from what I understand, Chromacor reached out to the Red Presence first, instead of vice versa. And yes, which is very odd and concerning. It's all concerning, but this very even more so. And apparently, our new friends, Apogee and Perigee, are heading to the competition gala, which is incredibly suspicious considering they are just two concerned community members on the outskirts.
I mean, they had money or connections to be giving food away seemingly daily. So,
But to the competition gala is a different tier entirely. Not even the entire preside goes. Only a handful of invitations are given in general. Otherwise, it's given to high level other corporate CEOs, popular folks, such like that. A lot of people with influence, not to nobodies.
It is rather interesting how they were able to acquire invitations.
Vertigo, how would you like an experience point?
yummy, yummy, please.
Yummy, yummy.
Who would you like to give your second
Okay,
experience point
yummy.
to?
Let's see. I think let's say Erastus.
Ella.
Erastus, you may take 1 experience point. So Vertigo, you have an optical implant, don't you?
Sure do.
Sure do. Then you would probably get the sense something is wrong before anybody else in this room. As you're talking, as Erastus and Eris are filling you in with the details of their investigations and their knowledge, your implant begins glitching, getting a little fuzzy. You begin to see strange, odd symbols flashing in front of your eyes. This sort of bright, vibrant red looking scrawls of glyphs. I'm gonna say you don't recognize what language this is.
I love that for me.
For a short period of time, you are hindered by 2 steps in all actions you attempt to take.
All actions? Okay. That makes sense.
And I will say, okay,
No, you go first.
Erastus and Eris, you begin to notice something is wrong. In your pocket, or your purse, or wherever you keep your phone, begins to heat up in a really unusual way, especially because you're not using it. All across the restaurant, people begin taking out their phones and looking at them because they're doing strange things. You have 1 action to do something. What would you like to do as things begin to get weird?
I'm going to let the others go first because I think it will take Vertigo a little moment.
I think I'm just gonna take out my phone and look at it and like see what's going on if there's something weird, because it shouldn't be heating up like that.
Sick. Your phone is in your hand and you are looking at it. I'll remember that.
Oh, I
Eris,
fucking hate that.
what do you do?
I think if Eris is holding their purse and it is heating up, I think if it's getting that hot, like they'll just immediately like sort of just drop it, just like ow, that hurts.
All right. So you drop your purse, drop your phone.
Yeah.
And then Vertigo, what do you do?
Would I know or have the ability to shut off my implant? Like the equivalent of like flicking a
Turning a
button or
hearing aid
something
off?
to like what?
Turning a hearing aid
would-
off.
Oh
I would
yeah,
say
I was
you-
thinking like the Wi-Fi switch on a laptop, but yeah.
I would say you could. This would essentially be like a mental menu dive. But it is something you can do. However, that is you are turning off your eyesight. So you would be blinded for the time it takes for your optic to reset.
Yes, I would rather that than potentially fry it, unless I would know enough to know that whatever's going on is not going to fry it, but that seems I don't know what's going on, so I would
That
rather be
is-
safe than sorry.
I'll tell you what, that is a reasonable safety measure. I will say that you are now only hindered by 2 steps on actions that require sight, and hindered by 1 step on all other varieties of actions.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yes, absolutely. And I am going to say, because I don't think I noticed that it's happening to everyone. Although I imagine my phone is also heating up.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know what's going on. I need to turn off my eyes for a second. Sorry. And I'm gonna work on that.
You see Vertigo say that he's going to turn off his eyes, and it's the most bizarre sight. It's like the eyes, like the irises, the pupil, everything just drops, and you just see like the kind of 90-degree top part of the eye as something begins spinning and whirring up. And at this point, could everyone begin to roll initiative?
Oh no.
Because
Lovely.
Love that.
from the phones and the optics and all of the pieces of connected technology around you, beams, streams of numbers and digits and infernal symbols begin to pour out of the information technology around you and coalesce into what is essentially a group of cyber demons. These are creatures that had been summoned into the ether web for their intelligence or their perspective or something like that. And they can come out and affect the real world.
Okay, that's pretty dope. Like, in-game, hate it.
Yeah.
But dope.
Terrifying. I love it.
All right. Let's get some initiative. Give me a second to open my notepad. You can spend effort from your speed pool if you would like to increase your reduce the challenge of the initiative. I'll say there are 2 groups of cyber demons. There are the imps, and then there is the Balgura. The Balgura is going to be a challenge 6. The imps are going to be a challenge 2, and there are 3 of them. Actually, I'll say they're challenge 3. What is everybody's initiative roll, and how much effort did you spend?
I rolled a 3 with 0 effort.
All right, 6. So you're going after.
I rolled a 13 also with 0 effort.
13 with 0 effort. You're going between.
I rolled a natural 20 with 0 effort.
Hell yeah!
Delightful. So how would you like to further enhance or define your success? I have a suggestion. If you can't think of anything,
I will take the suggestion.
all right, I will say you can move one individual 1 step up from where they are. So you could bring Vertigo up before the Balgura, or you could move Erastus up before the imps.
I'll
Smart.
move Erastus up before the imps, I think.
All right.
Thanks.
Sick. How do you prompt Erastus to move his ass?
I think, okay. How's Erastus, like, so what's sort of Erastus's reaction, I guess, as to seeing like the whole cyber demons like emerge, I guess?
Yeah, I think what happens, because I was looking at the phone, I think I immediately dropped the phone and I'm just like, oh wait, backing away from it. I'm just like, I'm kind of like stuck in the booth though, so I can't really do much because I'm on the inside and you sat next to me.
Then in that case, I think Eris will just sort of grab Erastus's hand and just sort of just like yank them to like sort of snap them out of it and sort of also sort of just pull them out of the booth a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I
More,
will say,
being able to move more basically.
Yeah.
all right. And I will say that triggers Erastus to drop their phone. And so they do not take any penalties from staring at their phone as this occurs.
Cool.
Because that, I think, is appropriate for the natural 20. All right, Eris, you're up. What's the move? In this diner, you see four figures. One is a large, burly, almost like a demonic gorilla-looking thing, for lack of a better word. It has these large, pointed fangs, this vibrant red fur, piercing yellow eyes, and all throughout its body, you see silver wires poking in and out of the skin and threaded through the hair. A large metal cap sits embedded in its skull.
Okay. I think in that case, from where she is, I think Eris will mostly do one. She'll probably just take a look, and I guess she'll take a look at one of the imps, I guess, just to sort of gauge, and she'll sort of do this to sort of gauge some strength. She's gonna spend an intellect point to
All right, sick.
use her ability called Onslaught.
Nice.
Classic.
So I get to essentially attack a foe using energies that assail either their physical form or their mind. In any case, I still have to be able to see the target, which I'm assuming I'm able to, because they are materialized.
Able to see the imps. Yes.
So I just have to choose whether this attack will be physical or mental. I guess I'll probably choose the imp that is probably closest to me. If there are any within like short range of me.
Yes, there absolutely are. Everything is pretty much within short range.
Okay, I'll just pick like a random imp then, and I will probably do I'll say this one is physical then. So I'll essentially emit a ray of force that inflicts 4 points of damage to them.
All right, sick. So these imps, while they are physical, their appearance is not quite material in the way that you would expect. They look like these strange holographic constructs made out of code or numbers. What does your onslaught look like as you fire off this beam of force and deal 4 points of damage?
I think most likely, she's still going to be wearing her gold circlet around her head. That's sort of this. She's going to sort of light up and sort of start glowing. It's going to be glowing a bit golden at first before turning like a sort of like a vibrant, almost red crimson before firing off a sort of small, thin laser, sort of tracking it and sort of pew, kind of that sort of
Sick.
effect.
You fire off this laser, hit one of the imps square in the chest. It's this flying bat-like thing, and it almost is like hurled back 3 to 5 feet, and knocks up against the wall of the establishment. Eris, how would you like an experience point?
I'll take it.
Sick. Who would you like to give your second experience point to?
Let's flip a coin. Let's give it to Vertigo.
Vertigo, you may take an experience point.
Thank you.
All right. 1 second. All right. So, in exchange for this experience point, Eris, as the individual to fire the first shot, Valgura appears none too pleased with you. It's at least 2 of you wide and at least 1.5 of you tall, and it bounds across the diner, knocking over chairs and guests alike in its efforts to reach you. It swings out a big paw, and before you are able to dodge, it is able to grab you. Its hit is going to be the effect of the GM intrusion.
Okay.
It grabs you, picks you up, and slams you down with an incredible amount of force. You are going to take 6 points of might damage. You hit the ground and your head first, and everything begins to spin and go black. The Balgura does not let up its assault. It steps forward as you scramble on your hands and knees away from it. It swings a fist down and crunches through concrete where your head was merely seconds ago. And as it reaches down one more time, and you begin to think that this might be it, from outside, a black arrow pierces the window of this diner. Eva? The Balgura takes 7 points of damage as this arrow embeds itself right below its metal plating. It screams and howls and writhes in pain as you hear the sound of a motorcycle engine being turned off and boots entering the establishment. Vesper, can I get a roll for initiative?
Hey, babe! No wonder you were insisting on running tech, Eva. You crafty girl.
I wasn't lying about also troubleshooting it because it's a mess, but this was the primary reason, yes.
No, what do you mean? Nothing happened. That's a 17.
Sick. You are up then. I'll give you a turn. Yeah, fuck it. You're just in here. You're just getting going. You can have a turn, even though it's slightly out of order. All right, sick. Okay, this is actually perfect. Vesper, Vertigo, and Erastus, you are all up.
If you're okay with me going first, mine's super simple. I think if Vertigo's okay with it, because Vertigo said she shut her eyes off.
Yes, yeah, I'm fine with.
I'm gonna reach over and like take Vertigo's hand to just like assist with like moving and dodging, and I'm just gonna be like, Eris, watch out, there's a thing on your left, there's another devil thing on your right. Careful, Vertigo, there's one over there. And essentially I'm going to be using my ability called encouragement for one endpoint. While you maintain this ability through ongoing inspiring oration, your allies within short range ease one of the following task types, your choice. So I'm going to choose defense tasks, and basically my allies are going to be anybody within short range except these motherfuckers.
Excellent. That works well.
So basically giving everyone a heads up of like, hey, on your left, you might want to fucking dodge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm absolutely listening to Erastus.
Yeah, sure. So I will say that I'll say something interesting and kind of fucked happens. Your eyes reboot, and this doesn't take any actions from you. You still have an entire action. However, in the corner of your eye, like just kind of blocking some peripheral vision, so you'll still be hindered a little bit for sight-related tasks. You see a essentially the streaming link to what appears as essentially like an internet red room, as the various cameras and pieces of technology and the demons themselves seem to be streaming this conflict to somewhere, either other creatures within the ether web, or perhaps even more concerningly, other individuals within Zenith. And you see a variety of comments begin to flood the feed. Many of them are in Infernal. However, some of them are in the common language. And they feature such hits as get 'em, kill 'em, etc., etc.
I would like to go next as a follow-up, if that's all right.
Yes.
I would like to hack the impossible, if I can.
All right. What would you like to hack?
Oh, my character sheet didn't save. That's why it looks weird. I would like to hack the stream, if I can.
All right. What would you like to do with it?
Ideally shut it down.
Okay.
DNS. DNS their asses.
All right. Sure. Yeah.
Love it,
Let's say
404.
that's possible. Yeah. Sure. Let's call this a challenge 5.
Yeah, actually, like, probably the path of least resistance. So even if it's just like the upload itself versus like their platform or whatever.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes.
Would you like to spend any additional intellect on this task?
Yes.
All right. Sick. How many levels of effort would you like to spend?
What did you say the target,
So it'll be a challenge 5, target number 15 to start. I won't hinder you for this. It's not a site-based task. So your target number would be 15 to start, and then 12 if you want to spend effort.
I would like to spend effort.
Sick. You will start with a target number 12. You don't have any assets, and you can only spend 1 level of effort, correct?
I can spend 2, but I think I'm...
Oh, would you like to spend 2?
It's at a time. Like, if I spend 2 now, I can spend 2 later. Like,
Yeah.
if the situation... Okay. In which
Yeah.
case, let's do 2.
2. All right, target number 9.
Okay, perfect. Because I don't like this. I don't like that they're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 19.
Sick. So not only do you shut it down, but you get a minor effect. What would you like? How would you like to further define or enhance your success?
I suppose causing them a distraction is probably a major effect, huh?
No, you could distract them. That's it. That's fair.
Yeah. I feel like noticing that they're not streaming anymore would be a bit of a distraction.
Yeah, absolutely. I will say that you are able to distract them, and that will ease attacks on them for 1 round until it gets back to you. All right, and Vesper, you are up. What you gonna do?
First order of business is that I heard somebody refer to somebody else as Eris, and I think that my ear twitches before I remember that that's a common ass name now in this fuck ass city. So kind of shrug it off. And I'm going to let's see, well, I can't use that anymore, so that's lame, but that's fine, I guess. I'm just gonna make a good old-fashioned attack with my bow, which is a medium weapon,
Sick.
against one of the little things.
All right, bet. One of them is already injured. I'll assume you're attacking
Yeah,
that one.
yeah,
Do you have
whatever's
by the
limping.
way?
Hmm?
Do you have ciphers, by the way?
Nope.
Let me fix that real quick. Can you roll your attack and let me know what you get? Spend
Yeah,
your
for sure.
effort how you'd like.
So
and all
do you
that.
want just the d20 first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's okay with you, I'll just generate 2 ciphers real fast.
Yeah, that works. I didn't know if you wanted me to roll for him, but I got an 11.
Yeah, I got him. 11, that'll do it. You do how much damage with that bow?
The bow is a medium weapon.
Medium weapon, I believe that's 4 points of damage.
I think that is 4 harm.
Yes, alright, sick. Yeah, obviously you fire at the one that maybe Eris also injured before, and it had previously been fired back against the wall, and then you shoot another arrow at it, and you pin it to the wall, so it's now kind of stuck there on the arrow.
Disgusting.
Alright, sick. 3 left to go. There are going to be 3 attacks coming at each, coming at one of you. Let's see who's going to take. Can I get speed defense rolls from? Do I want to be mean?
Yes.
All right, sick.
Do you though?
Your inspire ability.
Encouragement.
Encouragement. That affects allies, right?
It affects allies, correct.
Oh.
you are not your own ally. As
I
far as
know, I know.
And so
I-
you are going
That's
to
the downside. I'm
You are going
aware.
to have 3 whole imps spending their, what I assume will be last minutes alive, trying to attack you.
Can I actually I want to use my ability know what to do. It's a part of my intuitive descriptor that allows me to act immediately, even if it's not my turn. Afterwards, on your next regular turn, any action you take is hindered. I can do this one time, but it resets on a recovery roll.
I mean, I can't stop you if that's what your ability
Perfect.
is, then...
I would like to use my stim cipher.
Yes!
So
Yes!
essentially, it is a hypodermic needle in black casing featuring in vibrant red letters STIM. Eases the next action taken by 3 steps, costs 1 action to use. So basically, I've used it.
All right, you use it, and that will help you with 1 action. I assume that's one of your defense actions?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that'll
so-
basically immediately succeed.
That'll immediately succeed one of them.
Yes, immediately succeed one of them.
Yes. All right, sick. You have 2 more imps coming your way. These strange little data holograms still seem to be affected by gravity somewhat. They leap over chairs and tables, and they come at you clawing. Can you give me 2 speed defense rolls on a challenge 3?
Yeah, I'm going to use 1 level of effort on the first one. I'm going to see how that goes, and then I'll figure it out for the next one. That is an 18.
18 will do it.
And I think I'm going to flat roll the second one.
All right, sick.
Alex, would you like a gift?
I sure would.
I got a nat 1.
Delightful. How can I make this fucked? I hate this, but I think this is what we're going to do.
Yeah, yeah.
This is not permanent, but you will probably need to see a healer about this.
Oh no.
As you have defended against the first imp, the second one seems to know the cut of your jib. And so it jumps up, it kind of lands on your shoulders. And as your mouth is open, kind of shouting in surprise, it reaches a tiny little fist into your mouth and pulls out a chunk of your tongue. You are unable to speak for at least the duration of this combat.
Shit, that takes out my ability. Fuck.
You also take, I'll say 6 points of damage for that. 3 of its mental damage.
So okay. So I'll take 3 out of might, 3 out of intellect.
3 out of might, 3 out of intellect.
That's fine because I have only 9 might, baby.
Oh, this is perfect. Let me hit you with some ciphers, Seth.
Yeah. So your boy's bleeding
Roll 100.
heavily.
You're bleeding from the mouth. Let's see. The first one.
Roll 100.
I did not roll a 100. I rolled a
Damn
14.
it!
This one is good though. I like this one.
There's no way you rolled that randomly.
I did.
Oh my god, another spell sprite.
That's insane.
Oh my god. And there's no way neither of these were random. Because Seth and I were literally talking about the octopus one shot the other day.
I do not know what y'all are talking about, and you're talking about.
It's like the suit
So
that
good.
life always knows.
It does.
Truly.
Also, how did you dream of this shit yesterday?
I don't know, but it was a premonition, okay?
Mercury's making Gatorade. A lot of things are weird.
I do admit I cheated a little bit on the octopus format anyway.
But the first one is what got me. Number 14
The first
is
one is
crazy.
legit,
is a
actually.
crazy
That
one
was
for
solid.
me to get.
Insane work.
context in chat, it was Rashiel's greater shadow structure. Rashiel is Seth's previous character from another game.
To note, before we head back to the top with Eris, Vesper has like a little fox-like thing following him around. Eris, you're up.
I think Eris will like. I think Eris will wonder if their eyes are playing tricks on them because they see Vesper alive.
How could you not? I mean,
But she'll like sort of just like brush that aside. She'll have words with that later. She'll have words later. For now, is there any other imps that are within, I guess, close range?
Yes, there are 2 others within close range.
Good. Because after you know, getting basically just pummeled by the big ones, she needs something to just sort of take her anger out on a little bit. Eris is going to straight up stomp one of the imps with her stilettos.
Yep.
Like heal first and everything. Like
Yes,
she wants
excellent.
this to hurt.
Mm-hmm. Sure, go ahead and roll. Would you want this to be might or speed? I don't know. I feel like there's an argument that could be made for both.
I'll go for speed, honestly.
All right, sick. This will be a light weapon then.
Yeah.
Your target number is going to be eased because it's a light weapon, so it's going to be 6 or above.
Okay.
Unless you want to spend effort from your speed pool.
I think I'll roll a flat.
Roll it flat. First 6.
7.
7. All right. I'll tell you what. To make this convenient, I'll say the one that Vesper had pinned to the wall had managed to free itself and has scurried along on the ground because it's not really in flying or jumping shape right now. And it is coming to you. It's about to leap onto your leg and begin climbing up. And
She usually gives like a large sort of exhale. It's like, fucking imps.
All right. So that is Eris's turn, and now it is the Balgura. I'm gonna do something mean. I'm gonna say that rather than attack you, the Balgura turns to some of the other individuals in this fine establishment. The owner, who was formerly brandishing a broom, comes back with a shotgun, and before he manages to get anything off, the Balgura takes another swipe with its big hairy paw and essentially grabs this guy and picks him up by the head with sheer momentum, and proceeds to basically pick him up and just tear him in 2. Vesper, you're up. Or actually, Vesper, Vertigo, and Erastus.
I mean, I want to take a shot at that thing.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to decide if that's a good idea, but I already said it, so it is what it is.
Yeah, you're in it now.
I am in it now. Can I use, this is a mechanical question, am I allowed to use a blade poison on an arrow tip?
Sure, I don't see why not.
Right?
Yeah, go ahead, yeah,
Sure.
that makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
That
So
feels like
I'm
something
gonna use,
Vesper would have prepared.
yeah, well, and I get some from my murders, I think it is, from my focus.
Nice.
So I have 2 doses of those left. I'm using 1. It's a level 2 blade poison, so it will do 5 points of damage. If I hit, oh my god, please.
Mm-hmm. Your target number is going to be 18 to start. Are you spending any effort from your speed pool?
I already rolled.
Oh no! How'd you do?
I have good news for you.
What?
Would you like a present?
I sure would!
Rolled a natural 1.
This is so bad.
Because I forgot about effort.
All right, the Sooth deck says we are inspired by the inevitable cataclysm.
Oh God.
Which
No! No!
Let's see.
Oh,
Welcome
what
back,
the
Seth.
fuck we get.
Truly the
Sorry,
greatest
this is the
return.
card I used to destroy the chains in the undersling. Come on, no!
Bad luck, endings, inevitability, breaking a relationship.
To be fair, I'm a
Is
fucking
there-
dude. What did you?
Yeah.
That's fair. This is like the
is
this is like the
true.
Tower Tarot card, everybody.
Uh,
Yikes.
Are not all men an inevitable cataclysm? I mean,
Is this the time to open that can of worms?
let's not get started then. Anyway, it's difficult to see this card turn as a positive one. Even if it suggests something unwanted comes to an end, it's usually a violent and costly end. This card might be seen as ill fortune. It could also be the end of a relationship, ongoing. Huh.
I mean, could it be the end of our relationship with the thing I tried to shoot?
Not for a nat one.
Yeah, not in that way. No. I'm not sure what to do here. Let's see, you fired the arrow. Oh. Give me a moment to think about it. I'll come back. I'll come back to you.
No, that's fine. We can, everybody else can go and come up.
Yeah,
with
let's
something
everyone
better
else
so
can
that
go. We can see the state of the field, and then we can reconvene.
so that
Uh,
our GM forgets about this.
Yeah, Vertigo and
That
Erastus,
seems
what are
likely.
you up? What are you up to?
Yeah.
Now pocket this bitch.
Who is it? It's me and someone else. Who else goes?
Vertigo and Erastus.
All right, Vertigo. Do you know what you're gonna do? I have an idea.
Go ahead.
Okay. First, Erastus is kind of in shock for a split second because wow, his only weapon has just been disabled. But like just like a pure like adrenaline, he reaches around back to the table and takes like the plate with the food on it and whacks the thing that just pulled out part of his tongue.
Sick. Light weapon. Let's go.
Just doing a flat roll, I guess.
Flat roll. Target number 6 or above.
Ow. A 17.
A 17 will do it. I believe that does 1 point of extra damage
It
as well
does,
for an
yes.
attack roll.
It's 4,
All
3,
right.
2, 1, going down from
All
20.
right, delightful. So one imp is down, and another is taking 3 damage.
Goat
Down
cheese
to
in the eye.
6. Yeah, you get. I imagine at least one of you has a sweet tooth, so you pick up this like kind of metal silver plate of
Has the honey
blueberry-
spit on it.
of like blueberry goat cheese pancakes, and just whack.
God, that
Uh,
sounds
you-
so good.
I
Does.
Anyway,
Is that's the consequence of my nat one? Is that nobody gets to eat that plate?
nobody gets the pancakes.
No.
Everything has an ending. Vertigo, what's the move?
Okay, so if I'm right with Erastus, I've got an imp near me, right?
Sure do. It's covered in pancake.
Look, if we're doing light weapons, let's do light weapons. I want to kick it.
All right, give it a kick. That's target number 6. I had to think about that one for a second.
That's a nat 20.
Nat
Yeah!
20, sick.
Yeah.
So you
We've
can do
evened
an
out, everyone.
Let's
You
fucking
can do
go.
an extra 4 points of damage, or you can otherwise affect your success here.
I don't. I think I'm going to go with the extra 4 points of damage, honestly.
Extra 4 points of damage. That is indeed the move. How do you kill this imp? Take it from 6 to 0.
I think her shoe goes through it, and there's a little bit of like digitized, like maybe blood coming out the side. And it just kind of does the like and slides to the side, possibly into
Excellent.
the dustpan or near the dustpan.
Yes, that is exactly where the dustpan kind of makes that hollow little like sound
Hell
that
yeah.
it makes as if you were to drop it. And the imp's digitized holographic looking body just kind of disperses as the other one has so far. I have not forgotten about the intrusion, but I have not thought of anything better to do about it. So I am going to give it a free attack on you, Vesper.
All right, bring it.
For having the temerity to attack it. Can you please make me a speed defense roll?
I'm trained in those.
Challenge 6.
Fuck. Okay. Do you use effort on defense tasks?
Yes, you can.
I'm for sure going to use a level of effort. I think I can only use one. I have edge, so I'm only subtracting 2, but
Gotcha.
I will use my level of effort and pray that my die does not fuck me over again. How is an 18?
An 18 will do it for
Thank
sure.
fuck.
You are able to dodge as this Balgura just kind of springs from where it was. The corpse of the owner, half of the corpse of the owner, still in a paw as it lands with a thud where you were mere moments ago. It is now the one remaining imp's turn, and it is going to use the Coward Classic, get out of dodge, and try and escape. And that brings us back to Eris.
I think seeing the imp try to escape, I think that Eris will do... She's not gonna. She's probably just gonna try not to let this escape. She doesn't want any of this shit getting out. So I think she's gonna spend one more intellect point to activate Onslaught.
Sick.
This time she's going for a mental attack instead of a physical attack, though.
All right, very good.
So the mental attack will inflict 2 points of intellect damage, but it also ignores any armor they have.
All right, yes, that is true.
So yeah, so you sort of see the crown glow again, and just sort of this time glow more blue before what almost appears like you feel the air sort of shift as something slices through the air. It's not physical, but it's almost like a mental blade of energy sort of just shoots out from the crown on her head and just sort of goes right at the imp.
Absolutely. Your target number for that is going to be 9. Unless you spend effort.
I think I will.
All right, sick. How many levels of effort will you spend?
Let's do 1 level of effort.
All right, target number 6.
7.
Excellent. Good investment. You fire off a beam of mental energy and hit the imp as it is attempting to escape. You do not dissuade it from this option, but you definitely make it more vulnerable to follow-up attacks. That is Eris, and the Vigora is going next. I'm going to... Can someone roll me a die? Tell me if you get even or odd.
I'm not rolling anything else.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Fine. I got even.
All right, unfortunately, that is Vertigo. So after missing the mark on Vesper, the Balgura turns to you, Vertigo, and lifts the body of the slain diner man and throws it at you with breathtaking force. Can you make me a speed defense roll, a challenge 6? Target number 18 to start. Would you like to spend any effort?
I think this warrants it.
I would agree.
Speed, okay. Effort. 1. Okay. That is 16.
16 will do it. You manage to deftly avoid the body of this Cambion fry cook.
Oh,
Vesper,
I
Vertigo, and
hardly knew
Erastus,
him.
you are all up.
I'm gonna do some reading on my new ciphers before I say anything.
All right.
All right.
My question is I know you said it was really wide and really tall. How big is its eyes that can see things? Normal size? How many eyes does it got?
It's a cyber demon. I'll say it has 5 eyes, and they're just. And I would say that 3 of them are kind of mechanical little doodads that are attached to the metal plate in its forehead. It has 2 natural eyes. Additionally, they're all about appropriate eye size for a creature that's roughly 2 times your size. So make a bet, if you will, but normal.
So I would like to, if you're okay with this, the poor fry cook was probably wearing an apron.
Mm-hmm.
Can I like try to finagle, like rip that apron off and like throw it over its face to try to like to hinder its eyesight, so it's harder for it to hit other people
I will
later?
say you probably can't do that with the apron because it was like tied on, but you can do that with a tablecloth.
I will do it with a tablecloth then.
Excellent. For the sake of the pizzazz, I will say you look to the nearest tablecloth, and it's like one of those stunts where you rip it off and then nothing on the table has moved. And then
You give me too much credit. Let's be real here. It's probably going everywhere.
It's probably, but I can dream.
Yeah, and I would like to attempt to get it on its face.
Sure, go ahead and make I'll call this a speed roll.
Sure.
Oh,
Why
you can
not?
call it a light weapon.
Cool. I will spend 1 level of effort.
All right, cool. Target number 12.
Da-da-da. Come on. I got a 17.
17, that will do it for sure. You are able to toss a kind of checker pattern tablecloth over the eyes of this Bulgura, and it looks around and is like pawing at its face to try and tear this off. I will say it will be able to tear this off by the beginning of its next turn, but all attacks against it will be eased until that happens.
I've done what I can.
You did good.
Erastus is still bleeding from the mouth profusely.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so my ciphers are not going to be of any good to me in this particular situation. I am going to spend effort to make another attack roll with my sick-ass cybernetic modified bow that I hope hits this time.
What do you mean you can't leverage the ability to become an octopus in this situation?
I could, I choose not to.
All right, make an attack with your sick-ass cybernetically enhanced bow.
If this fucks me again, I'm going to throw away this die. Okay. 17.
17 will do it. And that will do an extra point of damage as well. So that will be 5 points of damage. Bulgura is
Excellent.
looking
I want to color this a little bit because Vesper's appearance is a little changed since the last time we saw him. The one that's relevant to combat, so I don't hold things up too much, is that when he draws his bow, you see on the forearm of his right arm, as he kind of pulls back the string, you'll notice that he has a very intricate floral white ink tattoo that glows faintly along the center, along the bone, and then if you were to be on the other side of his arm, you would see it glow along like the center tendon of that, going all the way up to the elbow. If you were versed in flowers, you would recognize the central motifs of this tattoo as spider lilies and orchids.
Fuck yeah. You fire off a shot. You land square in the the cardiac box of this Valgura, and it howls in pain as it attempts to continue to rip off the tablecloth in its face. Vertigo, you're up.
All right. These things are cyber, right? They are now flesh and blood demons.
They are both cyber and material in a way. They can be attacked with any normal physical attack, but their essence is inherently real.
All right, I'm gonna tell you my thought.
Yes.
Look, I'm trying so hard with the cybernetic implant thing, and it's.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Cypher admin authority, which lets me target something with a cybernetic implant.
Yes.
And you know what? I think I might just try it because I mean, to be fair, Vertigo would know better than I would, but I want to try and use it on one of these dudes.
That would be an appropriate use because the Valgura does have a metal plate in its head. It does have some kind of cybernetic.
Perfect.
So go ahead. This will be an intellect-based task to try and succeed. Your target number would start at an 18 because it's a level 6. Would you like to spend any effort from your intellect pool to reduce that?
I would like to spend... I don't think I'm going anywhere after this. I'll use 2 effort.
All right.
Just
you
gonna
spend two points.
Be rough, but I think
all
worth
right.
it.
You spend 2 levels of effort from your intellect pool. Your target number is now 12.
Okay. And that is 13.
That will just do it. What do you do once you gain admin authority over this creature?
I am going to tell it to give me its command codes.
So
or
you're
like
trying to...
passwords, or like the encryption maybe.
Mm-hmm. So you're trying to make it easier to hack this specific creature in the future, or are you trying to get information about something deeper?
Deeper, like where it was, I guess, broadcasting, because I knew they were broadcasting somewhere or from something. So maybe the not necessarily like an immediate effect, but yeah, first to use later, because I don't know if like creature wise like another one is going to be the same, but like their broadcast streaming stuff would probably be similar or the same.
I'll tell you what you can get. So this is one of my favorite things. I'm so glad I get to be able to talk about this. So the streaming thing that was set up, that you got in, the link essentially that you clicked, was what's called a mousetrap. And what that is, it is an sort of instantaneous digital construct, instantaneously created website, created by some kind of AI or some kind of conjured intelligence, created and disseminated to specifically a target audience that kind of is already susceptible to that kind of content. And so it's like falling into something that just exists for you in that moment. And so there's nothing really to get. It's all ephemeral.
A pop-up.
Yeah, exactly. You can get the user data.
Perfect.
You can get the user data of the people who are interacting with it. And so, yeah, you collect, I don't know how much file size that quantity of user data would occupy, but you get, I would say, a database of a few thousand entries.
Perfect. Love it. Thanks.
All right. Vertigo, Erastus, and Vesper have all gone. The imp is going to continue to attempt to flee, and it is probably at this point wee woo, and the ZMP begin to pull up in their squad cars. And as they do, You hear several gunshots go off and the death rattle of an imp as it is summarily executed. Eris, we're back to you.
I guess upon hearing the fact that the imp has just been executed by the ZMP, I guess as he so graciously put it, Eris will probably turn their attention to the Balgura, I think.
Mm-hmm.
How's it looking right now?
Rough.
Okay.
If I had to define it as a fraction, I'd say 33%. That's a percentage. Whatever.
Percentage, but yeah, close enough, yeah. Oh, not too bad. In that case, I think Eris will, I guess, go to try to attack the Balgura, I guess.
right.
She's going to... However, she does not want to get anywhere near, like, that close to it, at least, like, right within grabbing range. She'll stay back a little bit and attempt to use her onslaught one more time. Aiming to go mental again.
I'll say for the sake of efficiency here, you could go physical. This thing is not armored.
Oh, okay, cool. Physical then, in that case. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Target number is going to be 18 to start. Are you spending any effort?
Yes, absolutely will be.
All right.
I'll say 2 points of effort, I think.
All right. 2 levels of effort. You got it.
Yeah.
Target number is now 12.
12, all right. 13. I really like rolling one above.
All right. Sick. You do 4 points of damage. You fire at this thing. You hit it dead in the chest, not far off from where Vesper's arrow landed a moment ago. And yeah, it is certainly on its last leg now. It is going to go. It rips the tablecloth off of its face. And let's pull a card and see who it attacks. We have the Crowded Tomb. Last time this card was pulled, it affected Erastus. So unfortunately, I don't mean to bully you, Matt, but Erastus, it's coming for you.
It's fine.
Can I get a speed defense roll?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I will use. So I'm what's challenge 6?
Yes, so there's a challenge 6.
Cool. I'm gonna choose a use 2 levels of effort here.
All right.
Good boy.
Let's see it.
God fucking damn it. I gotta get 12 or higher.
Is it a 1? Oh
Oh
no!
my god!
It's fine.
That's it for the stream tonight, everybody. It's been great.
Oh god.
Fine.
Listen, 07's Erastus, I'm just like...
Fine.
Look, if
Fine.
anyone has health insurance.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's
health
It's
insurance.
government health insurance.
It is government health insurance.
fine.
That's
All right.
hard.
Nope, you got it, Seth.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can go meet my partner. It's fine.
Oh. I need to stop fucking with the cards.
It turns
in
out
my
it's
hand.
still just a 3-player game.
Right. Oh no!
Oh no.
You know what? If this were Invisible Sun, I would not have the option to redraw cards, so I'm just going to set this aside. All right, we have the Ghostly Presence. Let's see what we get. The Ghostly Presence is what happens to fucking Erastus after this Balgura is done. All right.
It's fine.
An ally for now. This is not a joy moment. Some past wrongdoing on the PC's part returns to haunt them. An NPC wronged in the past arrives to get revenge on the PC. A past debt incurred by the PC comes due.
If you would like to help us by donating ciphers or crits or assets and
Or
also
anything.
raise money for Doctors Without Borders, you can.
Erastus, do you have any cybernetic implants?
I
Any
don't
at all?
actually.
Okay, interesting.
Sorry. I know it's really weird, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Well,
I might after this.
then I'll tell you what. You'll discover this one in a few moments.
Oh,
You fail to make your speed defense roll, and the Valgura charges at you, and it basically just like kind of bowls right over you, straight through you. As it does, it's very strange. I'll tell you what, this is how we'll do it. As it does, as it charges right through you, it's a very interesting thing that happens. You are impacted by it, and as a result, you take 6 points of might damage.
I am impaired.
You're also sucked into something. This thing is physical. It has a physicality. It can push you around. But it's also data. And so as it pushes you, as it knocks you over, it's almost as if some of the data, some of the information that makes this thing up, it's almost as if it gets into your mind a little bit. It's almost as if all those stray little bits of numbers and infernal symbols that just kind of effervesce off of this creature almost worm their way into you, through your eyes, through your ears. You almost feel them just coursing through the folds and the neurons in your brain. And this is a magical construct, so I'll say this is how it works. Ten Eyes is watching you. And
No.
At least
my
for
God.
the moment, it has something of a foothold in your mind.
All right.
Vesper, Vertigo, and Erastus. This thing is clearly almost dead. What do you do?
I mean, I'm going to shoot it really hard.
You shoot it real hard. Go ahead and
I am
make an attack roll.
I am burning through my fucking pool, but I will yet again be using a level of effort to shoot it really hard.
All right, sick. Target number 15 or above.
It is a 15 on the dot.
Divine. How do you kill it?
With great relief. How do I make this cool? I think Vesper, visibly frustrated at returning to his hometown to see what the fuck is happening, and then I hear the name of somebody who's probably dead, but it still made me feel really weird and maybe miss a shot. And this is just a bad fucking day. So he marches up to this thing who's looking kind of rough, and he pulls. You don't hit Erastus, yes, Mayor. I do not hit Erastus. And he hits a really small switch with his left hand on the side of his bow, and it folds out into a longbow. And with the added tension, he shoots it at essentially point blank range, wherever he can hit. I don't even think he aims at this point. His intent was to hit it as hard as possible. So he notches an arrow and shoots it with visible frustration.
All right. You fire with visible frustration, and your arrow pierces straight through this creature, and it falls dead. It takes a while, but Actually, it probably takes only a few seconds, and yet it does feel like quite a while, but your nerves eventually begin to calm as civilians kind of emerge from out underneath the tables, those of whom who are still left in here who did not go fleeing out the front door. The Metropolitan Police begin to come in and they begin to investigate. They have with them two of what are referred to as spinners. These are individuals who are, you can think of them as internet mages, who begin investigating all of the various devices here. Vertigo, they have several questions for you about your optic and what you experienced and what you saw. Do you hand over the data that you collected?
What do I know about them? Like, you know what? I'd make a copy and then yes.
All right, sure. You know, by reputation, the Zenith Metropolitan Police are not well liked for reasons that I'm sure you would find quite familiar. Yeah, I would say that's probably the extent of what you. Oh no, because you would probably have worked with them in the past, so you would know that it's altogether a. Not quite shady, but an impenetrable organization that is mired in bureaucracy and legal protections. And all of that kind of red tape is wrapped around something that you would know primarily is the monopoly of force. There are private security forces in Zenith, and there are even freelance adventurers and irregulars, as they are called, people who do work similar to yours. But should anyone cross the ZMP, you have a reasonable idea about who's going to come out on top once the legal system is through with the matter. And the spinners, spinners generally are an odd bunch. They're sort of half mage, half technologist. Most people don't trust them, if nothing else, but because of the amount of power and the type of power and the domain over which it is wielded. Is that a question, Mare, or what is your question?
Does an ambulance also arrive?
Yes, I will say an ambulance arrives for sure.
I would at least like to be able to talk.
All right, sick.
Cool.
I would say before we head to our break then that two things happen. One, you are given a sort of specialty healing potion that is able to regrow most of your tongue most of the way back. They assure you it'll be all the way back in a day or two. For now, talking is kind of weird. It's not great. But you have a fully functioning tongue now, so that rules. This one tastes different. It feels different in your mouth. It's not great. Additionally, you receive a text message from Vivi. She tells you that Nebuchadnezzar would like to see you. And you would know Nebuchadnezzar is the Sphinx who is the High Executor of Zenith.
No!
And that is where we'll cut to break.
No!
For the 5th time today, I'm making this motion specifically at Erastus and Mare.
Thanks, I'm gonna need it. I don't want to talk to this motherfucker. I don't think Erastus likes this motherfucker.
Boss is boss's boss, I think, something like that.
Don't.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Yeah.
A lot of things.
Would you like me to loan you my sweet ass octopus amulet?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I think Erastus just texts Vivi on his private phone. F.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's entirely appropriate.
Sounds about right.
God damn.
Okay, y'all. Pet your pets. Hydrate. I feel like there's something else.
Pet your pets.
Meds?
That was the first one, was Pet the Pets.
Oh,
Meds is
Take a
always...
meds.
Yeah.
stretch.
I mean, there's never a good time, never a
Stretch.
bad time for a med check. Point
I'm
is,
gonna take my meds.
we will be back in about 10 to 15. I squeaked on that one. Weird. 10 to 15. Just stop just saying it.
Bye.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Zenith 3000. We will start with a fun fact because a couple of my players found this to be enjoyable in the pre-show yapping. So, all of the names in this game I picked out very, very specifically for thematic reasons. The antagonist is named after a great figure of religious and historical textual significance. Nebuchadnezzar, the High Executor of Zenith, is named after a king of Babylon from, I believe, the 5th or 6th century BCE. And Thraxamundar, who melts the earth, the CEO of Chromacore, is named after a cheap piece of cardboard, because that is the degree to which we should esteem CEOs. Anyway, back to your regularly scheduled programming. The four of you now, find yourselves in the outside of the three-headed goat as you are recovering from the assault you just survived. And Erastus, you have received a text from your assistant saying that you have been summoned by Nebuchadnezzar.
Out of character. Sorry, go ahead.
You would know him as most government employees know him as Nebu, and as most people on the internet refer to him as Chad.
Out of character, I am taking my action and 10-minute rest.
Good move.
And I think I'm just sitting on the steps with like a gauze or like a table, like a table napkin, like on my face, trying to wipe up blood and like staring at my phone with a very unhappy look on my face.
I think Vertigo will awkwardly offer Erastus like napkins. I looked at like a healing kit and did not take one, so. But I'll make sure they're clean napkins if I'm offering them. Do you?
Sorry, I was just very distracted because you said new stream name is a go.
Excellent.
It's Vesper, bitch.
Turns out you have to have 2 asterisks because Twitch really doesn't like it if you only have 1.
I have to update our upload list title now.
I love that.
Excellent.
Vertigo will also hold out, like an awkward baby, the spell spray. Do you want to rub its tummy? Will that make you feel better?
For her. Did you give it a name yet?
No, my eyes started fritzing out, I think, before. I couldn't even eat my goat cheese. I'm very disappointed. I do not blame the establishment, though, to be clear.
I'll start rubbing the skunk's tummy.
Yeah. Yeah, you will. You tummy rubber.
Just wondering how I got into this situation.
It does make you feel a little bit better. You can restore 1 intellect point if you would like.
Aw, thanks. I appreciate it. That's not what I needed restored, but okay.
But you made the suits, I keep wanting to call it a suit sprite. The spell sprite happy, probably.
And that's the important part.
Mm-hmm.
True.
There's like, at some point, if Vesper walks by, there's just like a nod of, hey, fucking thanks.
Yeah, that was clutch. Thank you.
You came in literally right at the right time.
Yeah, about that. Is this how Zenith just is now?
No.
I haven't been attacked while eating in like so long. Is that Ash?
Yeah, you know my dog?
Yeah. Yeah, I have Rue and Jack.
Oh, you're from the dog park.
That's so wild. Yeah. No, I mean, okay, kind of, but no. Like, usually dining establishments of this level are still pretty good. Like, this is unusual off-menu behavior.
I see.
Yeah.
Somehow I do not feel super inspired that Zenith doesn't suck. I think he'll kind of like poke at like an imp remain with his boot.
Valid.
As he continues to walk around, and then he just has like that moment of recognition that one of the people he talked to said a name that he recognized, and will look around the room, and wherever Eris is, I don't know if you're still in here.
They're there.
I imagine
They
y'all
are.
have been moved outside at this point. but
Yeah.
yes.
My bad, yeah. And I think he will make eye contact with Eris, and you'll see a flash of recognition, and his eyes will narrow.
What's wrong? Looks like you've seen a ghost.
I feel like I'm talking to one.
More like that should be my line.
I want to ask how, but I think I know.
Probably not the right place for that conversation.
You two know each other?
You could say we go way back.
Probably the best way to put it. We have a bit of a history.
I'll get you a coffee somewhere that isn't being attacked by data imps.
We could do that.
Came back here thinking I would find something familiar, and I wasn't expecting it to be anybody that I knew. Forgive me if I seem a little off, but I'm glad that I didn't let the imp kill you.
Which I'm sure you're going to constantly rub in my face.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, it only makes up for the... What was it? She starts counting on her fingers. Oh, I believe it was, I think more or less 10 plus times I've saved you.
That is extremely generous, but if you want to go one for one, that's fine. Besides, if it were you, you would also rub it in my face, as proved by the thing you just said. So, yes, I will be rubbing this in your face forever.
And here I thought you were a changed man.
$500 years isn't that long.
What? Vertigo is
500?
holding her fingers out to Ash and looks up.
Yeah,
Turn
like
of phrase.
I look at Eris as soon as Vesper says 500.
Eris, how would you like an experience point?
I'll take it.
Sick. Let's see what the Sooth deck has to say about this.
Yeah!
Who do you want your second point to go to?
Oh yeah, who would you like
Vesper.
your second word to
Yeah,
be?
that's what I thought.
I have a question, teacher.
What is your question? As we
Am I
have-
allowed to take those because I'm doomed?
You can.
You can take the extra ones, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You have to reject every other you have to reject every experience point, every other one, and you can never say no to an experience point.
Yeah, from the intrusions, correct.
Yeah. But you can be given them from other people.
I will not be leveling up often.
We have pulled the doctor.
Oh,
Ooh.
Not a good one. Doctor can mean good health and wisdom. There's an undercurrent of dependence. It's not the wisdom of the person in question, but the wisdom of someone else. Well-being comes from the intervention of some outside force. Sometimes the doctor suggests not health, but illness. Erastus and Vertigo. Something tickles your mind at the idea of this being a 500-year-old Eris.
I think of that. Erastus like stands up and like walks up to Eris and just like, how tall is Eris again?
I think are we talking heels included or no?
As you are, basically. Heels included.
As heels included right now, I'd say I'm trying to remember how tall she was during OG Zenith.
Not too tall, if I remember correctly.
Not too tall as I recall. I think she'd probably be around. I think I said she's around like 5'4", 5'5", around that.
Yeah.
With heels included, I'd say that probably adds up to maybe about 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah. I think he like comes up to you and like looks down at you and just like does like a brief inspection. 500 years. 500 years as into maybe potentially experience firsthand historical knowledge that you know very well.
She sort of just looks at Erastus, giving a very like smug, slightly smug smirk.
I'll turn to Vesper.
It was a turn of phrase.
Is this the Eris?
It's an Eris. There's a lot of them lately, I've noticed.
Quite the popular name nowadays. I'm quite surprised by it.
Yeah, not my favorite change since coming back here.
Vertigo, are you just as...
Vertigo has gone to, hey, do our phones work?
I can't stick around. I have shit to do. My boss wants to see me. I can't deal with this headache right now.
Vertigo is moogling like hell.
Your phones do work, but they've got like 10% battery left, and you just charged them.
Valid.
Fair, yeah.
What are you moogling as Erastus hops in probably like an autonomous taxi or something?
Yeah, I will reach out to you later. I am so sorry. I have to go. You don't say no to the fucking goddamn Sphinx. And he's goes off in a huff.
Are the rest of us aware of that summons?
Now you are.
Now you are, yeah. Erastus is going to talk to Chad.
Yeah.
Just say, you can't just do a wizard goodbye like that. I'm gonna hit the like heavily shaded web for like any primary documents, primary sources from that time, and I will stand as I'm doing this. Oh wait, no, I have a battery pack. I'm gonna plug my phone into my battery pack. And it sounds like you two have a lot of catching up to do, one way or another. I hate to be a third or fifth wheel, so I'm gonna head out. I'm glad we all survived. Vesper?
Yes.
Sorry, it seemed odd to call you Ash's person.
It works.
I'm sure I'll see you at the dog park, probably.
Yeah, for sure.
Eris?
Should be there tonight.
I'll be in touch. Happy catching up. And Vertigo's gonna walk backwards a few steps, turn on his heel, and walk down the block.
Excellent. Erastus is in the robotaxi. Vertigo is moogling. And Vesper and Eris, what are you doing? Then we'll resolve all of this.
I don't know. Is this place still open?
No.
Well, I'm gonna get on my bike and try to find some fucking breakfast somewhere. I
Come
will
to my
make
place if you
room
want.
on the seat and like jerk a thumb towards Eris and say, "You hungry?"
I could use a bite. Might as well go to my place if you're looking for something to eat then.
That sounds so suspicious. I am going to decline and say I need to go somewhere that I could exchange money for goods and services.
Let's just call it an IOU.
Never taking no for an answer, as usual. Where do we go?
Wonderful. And she'll start giving him directions.
Excellent. Vesper, you and Eris hit the road in search of breakfast. Vertigo, we will go to resolve the Moogling next. You don't have to go to the deep dark corners of the ether web to answer this question, because there is actually a lot of decent primary source writing about this in the public domain. This is a historical event that people don't conceptualize as having contemporary significance, but it is certainly a big imprint on the culture of Zenith and its magical and political and social developments. How mages are viewed, how deities are viewed. And so, yeah, it's actually not too terribly difficult to find some good information about the apocalypse. What specifically are you trying to learn?
Anything about Eris and Vesper.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I'll bookmark some other stuff, like, especially about their presence for, like, later. Especially, like, in that primary source field. But, no, I'm nosy as hell right now.
All right, excellent. Vesper is a known quantity. You don't find too much information about him in terms of what he is like or anything too specific. But you do learn about documents coming through the Church of Unknowable that refer to an individual named Vesper who took some kind of part in the events surrounding the apocalypse. And so in that sense, you know, there was an elf, a drow, a man named Vesper active in that time period as part of that specific religious organization. Eris is a little more tricky. There's no real conceptualization of Eris as an individual person. Eris is seen to be believed as like a disembodied spirit that possessed multiple people throughout the age of the apocalypse. And so there is a sense in which Eris is some kind of a deity. And the conceptualization is similar to what I've described. That this spirit essentially saved the people by, at specific key points in time, emptying them of their desires such that they could accomplish what a normal person and regular psychology could not. I would also say that you are aware, probably the information you're getting with respect to Vesper is primarily kept alive within Drow cultural traditions, and you would be aware that there's a mural of this individual somewhere in the Old Quarter, not far from the Electric Church.
I might turn in that direction then. And I will probably mutter something about, would it have killed anyone to include security cam footage or like a wanted poster or something? No? All right. Probably add a couple more bookmarks and, yeah, head on down the Electric Churchway.
All right. And to wrap this up, I will say that you pass by a mural, and it's not quite the same guy, but it's not unlike the person you saw today.
And this is why you can't trust eyewitness testimony. All right. Okay. I'll probably snap a couple pictures. And then possibly stop in for a drink and then head home and eventually the dog park.
All right. Sick. Erastus, you step in.
Hold on. I do go home.
You do
I
go home.
shower. I change my clothes.
Good move.
I
I'll
look
say that
presentable. I look very presentable.
I'll say that the summons you got, the text, gives you enough time to do these things.
Yeah. Thank you.
But eventually, close to sundown, maybe around 6 o'clock, you step into a sort of luxury black sedan that begins to autonomously drive you towards the center of town, towards the Presidial Tower. Many of the autonomous vehicles that populate Zenith are not fully autonomous in the sense that there's essentially like a summoned spirit of some kind, a summoned extraplanar creature that is shoved into the body of a car, and that thing drives around the city. The one you get this time is a fey creature, a quickling, and it navigates you to the center of the city with concerning speed, but solid control over the vehicle as a whole. It's not a bumpy ride, but there are definitely some illegal things going on. And all the while, you hear this high-pitched voice chattering to you the entire way, telling you about everything it has seen, all the people and all the individuals that have ridden in this car, all of the buildings you're passing. It's a little chatterbox, and it just goes and goes and goes.
I let it. It probably doesn't even acknowledge that I say anything. If I said anything back to it, it probably wouldn't even acknowledge that I said anything.
Not yet.
Yeah. I let it talk. I tune it out, and on the way there, I text Vivi and Julie again, and I'm just like, did you get any other information about the summons?
Vivi texts back that it has to do with what happened in the sprawl a few days ago.
Okay. Thank you. I pull up all my documents basically from that. Also, do I still feel 10 eyes?
Oh yeah, sure. No, he's definitely up there. He's in your brain.
Like, can I like hear it? Can I like push it out? Does it hear me? I don't know what this fucking is.
Right now, it's basically watching you. Essentially, imagine what it would be like if you shared a brain with somebody, in the sense that its thoughts, its impulses, its errant little imaginings just kind of cross your mind.
Like, I don't know if it's gonna work or anything, but I'd like to just mentally like think this and push it off in its direction. Like, can you please stop watching me? This is quite uncomfortable.
All right, sure. Go ahead and make an intellect task. Are you skilled with any kind of advanced mental techniques?
The only thing I might have is persuasion, but
It's not quite.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna use one level of effort then. Be like, hey, can you not?
Yeah. Because the other thing is, Ten Eyes isn't really communicating with you.
Yeah.
It's more like you have an echo of it.
I only got a 5.
That will not do it.
Didn't think so. Great. This is just something I need to deal with, I guess.
You enter into the bottom of the Presidial Tower, a large circular glass structure that stretches all the way up into the sky. It is not specifically the tallest building in Zenith, but it is certainly one of them. At its top is a large crystalline domed structure. And as you enter in, you notice a small little hubbub of security at your arrival. It seems that you have been expected.
Is this level of security normal?
The level of security is, yes.
Okay.
The attentiveness to you as an individual is not.
Cool. I'm just going to act normal, pretend this is fine. And I will either be escorted or wherever I go where I need to go. And if that means I'm escorted, it means I'm escorted.
A large half-orc with vibrant green skin and a warm, inviting smile nods at you as you enter. The High Executor requires your perspective in the Apex Chamber.
Of course.
I will
Thank
be
you.
accompanying you up the elevator.
Very well. Head to the elevator.
You head to an elevator. Normally, you would take this in and out of the tower every day to go to work. And you would take it about halfway up the building. You're familiar with these first few floors and what they're like. As you begin to go up, you begin to notice fewer and fewer and fewer people occupying the spaces and offices that you pass by. It is quite a long elevator ride. And does it pass in silence? Do you have anything to say to this security officer, essentially?
Do I know who they are?
Not as an individual. I mean, you would know this is a member of the security staff. It's probably, it's certainly not someone you're
personally
surprised
known.
to see. It's someone
No,
you've seen.
not really. I just comfortable silence. That's just kind of the guy he is.
Yep. You come up to the top floor. Let's get some different kinds of vibes going.
Some of the ads, like, it's really, really hard to listen to this.
Right, yeah. Let's see. This is... Which of these do we want? Let's do this one first. At the top of the tower, there's a small antechamber that you step into. A large red carpet into a... not quite like a red carpet, you know what I mean. Into a sealed audience chamber with these big brass doors. There's a desk off to your left. You see 3 individuals here. They're all wearing robes. That's off. You see small sphinx pendants around their necks. They nod at you as you come in. Erastus Brevenfeld?
Yes.
Nebuchadnezzar, and they bow as they say the name. Would like to see you. If you will just wait over here, the doors will open for you in a moment, and you may enter.
Yeah. Have I ever been invited up here before?
No.
Cool. Yeah, I will politely wait.
Mm-hmm. And in fact, I would say that you identify that the 3 individuals up here, one of them behind the desk, and 2 of them, sort of, you catch them as they go in and out of a couple of side doors. They're all elves, and they all seem to carry themselves with a kind of ancient way about them. It almost feels in a way as if you've stepped backwards in time. As if whatever's happening here doesn't quite belong in the city below. The doors open, and you are invited into the Astrarium chamber. This is a vast dome of living crystal that shifts between transparent, and you can see the city around you, and a cloudy, midnight blue opaque. Celestial bodies are mapped in real time overhead and overlaid with economic data. The stars themselves seem to be, as you walk through this space, tagged with values or predictions. It's hard to say. The movement of the stars seems to be, if not correlated to the movement of markets and resources and people, then at least an effort has been made to put the sets of data side by side. At the center, a massive sphinx, several times larger than you are tall. Its head is roughly the height of you as an individual, not counting its mane of vibrant, pale blue fur. And at the center sits a distressingly human-like face.
As I approach, I'd like to do two things, Alex.
Mhm.
Because I'm assuming this is like a long walk to Nebuchadnezzar.
Yes, it is.
So as I'm walking that way, I'd like to use my understanding ability and study and observe him. Because I'm sure I've met him, but not one-on-one, you know, like at events and stuff, maybe like from a distance.
Yeah.
Sure, I've gotten emails and stuff. But never a one-on-one meeting.
Yeah.
So I'd like to use my understanding for that. So next interaction with creature object gains 1 asset. And when I get close enough for respectful distance away, I'll do a brief bow. Hi, Executor Nebuchadnezzar. You asked to see me?
The Sphinx doesn't look at you when you enter. In fact, a little concerningly, a little odd given its human face, it lifts up a great big paw and gives it a lick before setting it down. His eyes are tracking something invisible, patterns that you don't seem to be able to perceive. These bizarre connections between stars and stock prices and trends in social media. When he finally does speak, it's unclear if he's addressing you or simply speaking aloud. Erastus, Government Efficiency Administrator, Etherweb Regulations Division. What were you doing in the sprawl 7 days ago?
I was looking into a report that was submitted to the preside and was immediately recalled.
Why was the timing on that report falsified?
There were people involved, not involved, that did not need to be included.
Who?
I think there's just a stare off of like, this is private information that is not needed by him, but I don't say anything. An associate.
Erastus, greater things are happening right now than your affiliations. I will ask you again. Who?
An individual by the name of Vertigo.
Is that all?
An individual and another individual that I do not know very well that tagged along by the name of Eris.
I understand. The goblins?
What about the goblins?
They pre-existing contacts, or did you meet them in the field?
Field.
The group you made contact with, what were they?
There's a slight exhale. That's what I'm trying to find out.
On your own. Interesting. You disrupted a very delicate information flow system. The work of this propagandist was crude but effective. Based on my assessment, it seems there is a high likelihood that you will be attending tomorrow night's competition gala. Is that correct?
Yes.
I will be adjusting that probability. There's a buzz in your phone.
I
You
don't
check
look at it. No, because that's rude.
It's fair. Give this one to you for free. You now have invites.
Sir, an inquiry?
Not yet.
No, I have an inquiry.
Proceed.
Based off what you just said, were you aware what was in there?
Not directly. I had a late indication.
Is there anything I should know to assist this case? To allow it to go smoother?
I have concerns about the dragon, his affiliation with our government. This was a pre-existing arrangement established before I was elected to hold this office. I am not pleased to learn the degree of access he has to our systems. I am not pleased to learn the cavalier way in which he disregards the lives of our civil servants. So it is my request that you attend this gala as you had planned. Would you bring your associates? And then you tell me what you learn.
I will make sure all reports are sent directly to your attention.
Very good.
Is there anything else you need from me?
Yes. Why are you doing this? Why did you begin to pursue this line of inquiry without an order and without alerting your superiors? This is not in your best interest. What?
Originally, I was just following protocol for investigating reports.
And
but
then what broke?
something that was mentioned and learned on site sounded too much like a coincidence, and I need to look into it. It lined up too well with another event, and I just need to follow it.
What event is this?
The the individuals that moved into that warehouse arrived about 6 months ago, according to individuals on the scene, and that lines up about the time of the murder of Archicana.
Your lover. I see. Tell me, this city experiences more than 1,000 acts of violence a day. What happened to Amber's was a statistical note. Why should this one event matter more than...
Because that statistical event happened to me. And I don't expect you to understand, but I don't appreciate the stoic criticism you're giving me in regards to it. If you don't have anything else, I'm going to take my leave.
Do not misunderstand my perspective or criticism. As for the gala, you will attend, you will observe, you will report.
Very well.
Whatever means are necessary and available to you and to the individuals you surround yourself with. That will be all.
And Erastus will very stiffly turn on his heel and leave.
You leave?
When I leave the chamber, I will check my messages and I'm assuming the invites.
Mm-hmm. You see a text message with, I would say, 2 invites to the competition gala.
I put in the group chat. Total 2?
Yes, total 2. You plus 1.
Yeah. I'll put in the group chat that I have with Vertigo and Eris saying, I have an extra invite for a +1 to the gala if anyone needs one. And then I'll go home.
You go home. Does anyone else have anything else you would like to do today?
I have one thing, but I'm going to wait until if anyone else has anything else first.
I am curious if Vesper goes to the dog park too. We don't need to do a thing like Vertigo, just nod or whatever, but
What, you mean tonight?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Ash thought it was on schedule.
Okay, Rue and Jack would be there with me.
Babies. Wait, I need to know what Ash looks like.
Oh yeah.
I have a description.
Hell yeah, let's
Yeah.
go. Dog.
Quite literally just the Cypher description, because we've made him a Cypher, which I really like.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait. I was left with the spell sprite, so I'd have to take the spell sprite with me too to get exercise.
Oh, Alex,
Yeah.
we did get another Cypher donation, by the way.
Sick. Who wants to roll me a die?
I will.
Hell
Roll
yeah.
a die. Get something good. Get a big number.
And I believe, oh wait, no, Vertigo.
Oh, also, I'll warn you, the cipher list is
I am
actually
down
filled
one,
out, so
yeah.
if you get
Yeah.
anything 95 to 100, you'll have to give me a minute to track down something good.
Heck yeah.
I'm rolling a d20 or d100.
100.
Should we also re-roll? Should we roll if we're down some as well? Or wait till after game?
Let's wait a minute. We can do it before the
Cool.
gala proper.
That is 41.
41, sick. I believe someone has one of these already, so I'm gonna give you something from 42. This one's patent pending.
Ooh.
Now's the time to steal a patent.
Sorry, all the formatting on these is fucked, but
Oh, that's cool.
and let's just do ciphers now. Who's down one?
I am.
I am also.
Alright. So 2 more.
I also
Well,
almost rolled a d20. That would have been very
Well,
funny.
don't you have the spell sprite now though, or are you just
Oh,
not going to
that's
use
true.
that?
Yeah, you have the spell sprite.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Right, yeah.
But you're correct. I'm not going to use it unless
Yeah.
extremely needed.
If you want to keep that at home and pick another one, then
That's
you
a
can do
friend, not a tool.
that. It's
If
both.
not friend, why friend shaped?
I was gonna make the same argument for like, can my dog be an oddity rather than a cipher? If I just don't ever use it? Because I'm not going to.
Yeah.
That's why you can't
I
make
guess-
animal-shaped ciphers, Alex.
I
This
guess
is
I
your
can't
fault.
do this. This might just be my fault. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just say that the spell sprite, it just becomes a normal animal. I'll say this animal has become possessed by a spell, and then you cast the spell, and you still get the animal.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a fucking zoo by the end of this, but okay.
Yes.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I got
Not,
Oops.
these are not the only sprites on the list. Anyway, what's everyone's cipher rolls?
89.
89. All right.
So if it stays an animal, if I use it, I can still keep it as a cipher for now, is what I'm
You
hearing.
can still, yeah, you can keep
Okay.
it as a cipher, and then when you cast the spell, you just get the animal for free.
Finn! Hi, Finn!
The baby!
Another spell sprite. He's just like, num num num. Baby, hi! I love you. What a good man.
Smooch it that forehead. Oh, baby.
As seen on TV, out of Dodge Getter.
That's so good.
You can teleport now.
Also, thank you for copy pasting these instead of screenshotting.
Right.
All right.
I do have an Ash description.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
A small, midnight blue, fox-like creature with inquisitive yellow eyes and 3 tails that creates an uncomfortable amount of body heat.
Love him.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
He's perfect.
And he gets along well with Vertigo's dogs, as we had discussed previously.
All right. So, before
Oh.
we go to the gala, oh, go ahead.
I did have one thing, and it's mostly just to text Kiara if she can help me figure out what to wear to the gala.
Perfect. A perfect segue into what my question was going to be, which is, what is everyone wearing?
Look, I'm about to do my makeup, so I need someone else to go first.
Um, is
I
it
can probably
safe?
have I can probably
sorry.
have say Kiara come to Erastus's place if they
Yeah.
need help. Yeah.
I also we need to figure out how everyone else is. I'm assuming Eris gets a invite, so my invite will go to Vertigo, I guess.
Yeah, I need to pull up the chat. Yeah, bold of you to assume I don't already have an invite, so Vertigo is just going to be like, well, guess that means it's mine. Thank you.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, Alex, did Eris invite come with a +1?
Yes.
Cool. They're giving theirs to Vesper.
Why the
I
fuck
was
am I
sitting here
coming
like,
to this?
I was like, oh fuck yeah, I get to sneak in. Because I'd like to think that Vesper would have thought of this and been like, I need to figure out what the fuck is happening in my hometown right now. And his phone buzzes and is like, I imagine it's something like, you're coming with me to this, and then it's like a location at a time.
It's like you're coming with me to this. Meet me here so I can get you dressed.
I mean, I haven't shown you the Pinterest. Vesper will be dressed.
Okay, fair enough.
Is it Met
I'll
Gala
send you the
level
pictures.
though?
Is it Met Gala level? Oh,
I will send you the Pinterest, and you can decide, Abhishek.
I will take that. While that happens, I think Kiara will sort of make her way over to Erastus's place, having finally learned the ability to send texts of forewarning.
Hell yeah. And I think this is more of a hey, just help me make this prettier, because he actually put some effort and thought into this, because there's a difference between going to a club and this highly political party that you need to stay on top of. So he basically it just needs help gussying up and making sure that is this enough TM. I think what he has decided to wear is the piece de resistance is like this like jacket / coat thing with a very long train that looks like it is made out of dragon scales. I think I will go with like blue dragon scales. So it's meant to like glint in the light and stuff like that. And then just basically the help here is like, help me, what the fuck do I wear underneath this?
I think in that case, Kiara would probably kind of look around Erastus' closet a little bit. Let's see what we got here. Ooh.
By the way, are you going?
I thought about it. I did have to give my invite to someone else, unfortunately, because I have a shoot at the same time, unfortunately. So.
You think that your manager would let you go to this instead of the shoot?
You would think, but apparently this one's like super important. I have to be there. It's a whole deal. You know how they are.
Yes, well, my boss says I have to go. I was gonna go anyway, but my boss now says I have to go.
Look at you moving up in the world, getting an invite from your boss.
No, Chad is not on my... He's on my shit list right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Chad is... Yeah. Mm-mm. He's always rubbed me the wrong way, but now I definitely know he has rubbed me the wrong way.
You gotta tell me all about it later. Like,
I will. Do not worry.
I think Kiara will pull out, sort of going with, I think, the blue theme. I think they'll probably pull out a sort of deeper blue, I think, dress shirt to sort of sit underneath the sort of cloak jacket. And I think they'll most likely go with, I think, a sort of almost like midnight blue, I think nearly, I think, like black trouser pants to sort of complement it. I think sort of complemented, they'll sort of bring out like a bag which has like a shit ton of jewelry in it. I think so. She's like holding up different pieces to your ears and like even like going to like your tail a little bit.
Yeah, and while you're getting the jewelry for like the tail and the ears, like he's going through his horn jewelry and like putting stuff aside to like put on like the different points, like the horn caps and stuff like that. Lots of sapphires. Oh
yeah. Yeah, I think the tail and ear jewelry will probably most likely be silver, most likely to complement that. So probably a good amount of, I think, silver earrings, unless you want like big hoops.
No. And then just, I can do makeup, but not in your face makeup.
Oh, I've got you covered on that.
Thank you.
And she does like an absolutely absolutely Met Gala worthy looking like makeup look on Erastus. It's like this like deep dark blue with, I think, highlights of silver. Just almost it's almost like there's like a bit of like a dragon scale pattern happening with like some silver highlights to sort of give that effect. It is chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. Thank you. If there's anything I can do for you, anybody I can reach out to you out there for you, let me know. Give your number.
Oh, I'll probably text you. I do know someone who happens to be going, and I did want to get their number actually.
Let me know.
Yeah, I'll text you.
Yes, and I think there's just like, as we're walking out the door, like just like a friendly like kiss on the cheek. Just like the friend to friend kiss.
Yeah. So she's like, yeah. Well, you enjoy yourself. Your first party in like what, ages?
Yes. Sadly, it's work, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that shouldn't be an excuse. Go have fun. Get drunk.
Time to go meet my associate and mull my date, I guess, and continue on. Not like that.
I know, I kid. You have
My
fun.
plus. Thank you. Good luck on your shoot.
Thank you. Yeah.
I want to know what everyone else is wearing.
I'll let Vesper go first.
Sure. I like to think that the text exchange literally happened, and it's, yeah, meet me here. Meet me here so that I can dress you. And I actually want I sent you did you get my DM on Discord?
I did.
Of the gala outfit. So he'll literally just send you a selfie in this. Like, I was planning to sneak into this anyway. Is this good enough?
Not bad. It's just definitely be like a not bad.
Seth, I
Definitely
think I
worth it.
need to see this for GM reasons.
Absolutely, yes.
And player reasons, put it in the Zenith chat,
Put it
please.
in the Zenith chat.
Like, I need to see it.
We'll just put it right here. There you go. This is the gala outfit. It took me a hot minute to figure out how to not make that like a secret board anymore now that the cat's out of the bag and I'm here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I like that.
Really good.
I approve.
Okay, sweet.
I like it. You know, you gotta have the big ass bow on your back, but otherwise,
Pins, probably no bow.
Oh, it's so good.
It's fantastic, honestly.
And probably a darker blue, knowing him.
I guess let me pull up Eris's outfit then. So I think fun fact, when you sort of get there and sort of look around for Eris, you will not find Eris.
Excellent. I will get to describing this for the audience at some point. I'm really bad at descriptions though, so that's why I kind of glossed over it. It's fine, but Vesper arrives at the appointed time. I guess would find the door open.
Yeah, you would.
Okay, finds the door open, and I think it just immediately smells like their bullshit is afoot. Enters and is just kind of calls up the what I can only imagine is an impossible expanse of rooms and just calls her name. And also sends a text. Like, I'm here, question mark.
Yeah. I think you'll hear like a phone ding. Like, does it have to believe Eris is still in the house? But instead of like a sort of female toned voice, you will hear a sort of deeper male toned voice here in here. And it's sort of leading you down a sort of longer hallway into what looks to be a larger closet, looks like. I can actually show you what they look like right now. So they are very so they're not actually in their normal form. They are in a more, as you tell by the voice, a more male oriented form. Taller, very much taller, I should say. Easily almost, I think, 5'10", 5'11". On their own, without any like height enhancing shoes or anything like that. So like 5'10", 5'11", broad shoulders, large like decently big, like large chest. Some biceps, almost like the picturesque, perfect, like quote unquote hot man, but he is dressed rather impeccably as well. Put that in there, and they are wearing an outfit that is also again to the theme of the gala. It's also very dragon themed. This one is an all white suit. It's almost completely tailored for them, but while the base itself is white, there's these gold patterns forming up the suit jacket, and even like the undershirt underneath, almost representing like these like scales. I can actually paste the photo to you. That'd be great. place that image. It's almost pointing these. Yeah. The scale patterns almost sort of shimmer in the light, are very iridescent. And as this mystery man turns around and sort of looks at you, they have like this sort of cheeky grin on their face, chiseled fucking jawline, like just all around like model statue-esque face. Sort of like there's like a little, well, what do you think?
It's mid.
You would say that.
I don't know what you expected me to say.
I mean, coming from you, actually, it's probably close to I'll get to a compliment, so I'll take it.
It is very opulent.
Well, I have to keep up appearances, don't I?
Vesper pointedly looks around the room, which I just assume, again, is just like dripping with ridiculous furnishings, and says, apparently.
Yeah. So, you ready?
I guess so, unless you have some extra gold for my outfit.
Well, now that you mention it, sort of look at you, sort of look your outfit. That let's give you. They sort of offer up like a golden timepiece.
I did steal this from the finest boutique I could locate. So I think this will go nicely. And he like kind of tucks it like in like one of the front pockets where it's like very visible.
Mm-hmm.
This is very out of character for me, my people, everything.
Wow.
It feels strange to even have an invitation. I was planning to sneak in.
Well, I mean, helps to have friends in high places.
Friends, indeed.
Come on.
We'll kind of turn on his heel.
And Vertigo, what are you wearing?
Man, y'all going with dragon themes and okay. So Vertigo doesn't always make maybe the best choices, so this is definitely more of like leaning into like avenging angel theme, but like in our setting it would definitely be like a Saint Georgian perhaps. So definitely more of it's not actual armor, there's no Zendaya going on here, although that would be very cool. But it is, I think she's just wearing a black bodysuit, but then there's like a projection of armor. So it's just like, was it hard light? And she's got like the wings out, but it's just the like upper frame, and it's, it kind of looks like falling stars, kind of dripping down off of them. And then just simple like gold makeup, gold accents. Yeah. And a maybe another projected hard light, what is it? Like a spear kind of accessory. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To complete
Sick.
the look.
I love it. Yes. All right. One by one, the four of you, in your absolute best, or as the case may be, in some cases, in someone else's absolute best, make your way towards a tower in the center of the city. As you approach, you find yourselves in a long line of traffic as individuals are dropped off at the base of a tower. Eventually, it is your turn to leave your vehicle and walk up into the building. As you do, you are met by a barrage of reporters and photographers, various social media influencers, people all vying for your attention, commenting on your dress and your appearance. You are not quite the upper echelon of celebrities, but even your presence and your fashion is being noted. You are, because of your relative low profile, able to pass through the throng of individuals with no real issue. I'll say this is probably about 6 o'clock at night.
Eva, I think it'd be safe to say Vertigo and Erastus could be arriving together since
they would have asked if we were meeting there, or she has no idea how these things work, like on this level.
I will pick you up and answer any questions you have on the way over.
Perfect. Thank you.
This is basically what it boiled down to. And like the entire ride in the cab would be like, okay, this.
Her main thing is like, are there people, like, is the ticket or my invite like tied to you? And if it is, who do you need me to not talk to, and who do you need me to talk to? And who am I to you, to them?
I'm assuming, Alex, there weren't names on the invites, were there?
No.
Yeah,
no,
that's fine.
You be who you would like. You are my +1. Doesn't need to be anything more than that.
I can do that.
By the way, you look very nice.
You do as well.
I did not realize you had wings.
Yes. They're a little delicate and get in the way, so I usually tuck them up, unless they're needed, but this seemed like a good opportunity to show them off.
The event is nothing except, if not extravagant and opulent and a bit tacky. So
my favorite things.
Works out perfectly. And like, he would like help you out like a gentleman and like hold out his arm to walk up together.
Oh yeah. She would absolutely take his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like, Erastus would have put in the group chat asking if Eris was going.
That's true. Being able to procure an invite is not the same as saying, yes, I'm going.
Yeah.
Baby.
Eris would reply, I personally can't make it, but I've sent an associate of mine to go along with Vesper.
Does the associate have a name and appearance I should keep an eye out for, or will they be approaching us?
They'll most likely approach you, but in case you do see them first. Their name is Lysander. They'll be wearing a gold and white suit.
In the time since the diner and now, has Eris said anything at all about Vesper in the group chat? Has there been any acknowledgement of anything that happened that day?
I think if y'all haven't brought it up, she's not going to talk about it.
That feels on brand.
It would be really funny though if like nothing is said, but you just immediately added Vesper to the group chat.
That would actually happen with my next. Well, that's funny that actually was my next sentence. Eris did add Vesper to the group chat though.
Seth, welcome to the group chat.
Vesper leaves.
Eris adds him back in.
Vesper leaves a second time.
So good.
The cycle's gonna repeat.
And then Vesper sends like the emoji that's like.
So I've added you in the character group chat.
Oh, I already did that along with Alex. Because I realized Alex
Oh,
couldn't
my
see
bad.
what was
My
like.
bee.
very relevant information.
Sorry.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's fine.
Erastus and Vertigo, and I will say shortly after, Eris and Vesper. You make your way through the early crew, because some of the big names will be arriving later. You make your way through the early stages of the paparazzi, the reporters, the photographers, the miscellaneous fans, the influencers, the people who just want a picture of the big thing that's happening. You look around and there are various luxury apartments and hotels, and you see people like from their rooms like peeking out at you as you begin to make your approach. You enter in the bottom of this structure, and it is wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling security, and you are ushered along very directly through these big runed metal detectors. Essentially, all of your weapons are removed at this point. So if anyone has a weapon in your inventory, you can I don't know, strike through that or something. You'll have to give.
I do want to
That
make it.
silver tongue.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing my steel-toed heels, and I want to make it very clear: the spear is just
Decorative.
It is just I can't remember what it's called. Hologram. Yeah. What was I
Am I
saying?
able-
Hard light. Hologram.
Hard light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I still able to have my newest Cypher since it's just a belt with complex technology in its buckle?
Yes.
Cool.
I did not bring the skunk. I'm so sorry.
Unfortunate. It's okay. It's fine.
Unfortunate.
Last thing you want him doing is spraying on a random
Right.
Oh
celebrity.
god, yeah. Yeah, that would be rough.
Especially
Be
yeah.
real here. He's going to up to everybody like my cat Louie and be like, "Pet me."
Yes.
Yeah. No self-preservation
Nope.
at a gala. Not a good idea.
No,
Also-
yeah.
Kind of a bomb.
Just a little bit.
Just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Just needs to do a little fart and
He's
he'll be
just-
fine.
Just a little guy. Just a little gas.
He's just a little guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
any-
literally have to wait for Vesper to pass through security because, of course, he has his fucking weapons on him. Are you joking?
And this is why you're gonna sneak in.
You
Hello?
want to try that?
I mean, fuck yeah, I want to try. I have my pistol with me, and then I have my
So
sorry,
much.
Finn. And then I have my my bow, like probably like tucked underneath like the cape.
All right. Then I'll tell you what. There's a line ahead of you to go through security, and you see people having their weapons removed. What do you do?
I see people. What? I'm sorry.
You see people having their weapons removed as you go through the line of security. What do you do?
First thing I think, because there's no way Eris isn't nearby, making sure that Vesper doesn't do something horrible. I think he would like tap Eris on the shoulder and like glance like kind of hard at the security check, and then like glance at the hidden holster on his thigh and like silently communicate that like I have shit on me and I don't want to take it away.
Fine. I think Eris will try and see if she can cause a distraction, a la like Now You See Me Too, when they're trying to sneak the thing out of the secure area.
Okay.
Security
okay.
entrance. Alex, in my notes to you about Lysander, I did mention a very particular trait that he has about having people on his arm at all
Yes,
times.
you did.
Any
Is it worth it?
any beautiful women nearby?
Plenty.
Good. Any groups of them nearby?
Sure. What's the move?
I think Lysander will immediately go up to a group of women, specifically some near the security checkpoints, and will heavily start to flirt and woo them.
Little bro.
I'll tell you what. Go ahead and roll This will be an intelligence test. Do you have any skills related to wooing?
To wooing specifically,
Yeah.
I don't.
We'll do the
believe-
roll first, and then I'll tell you who you're talking to.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I don't have anything relating to wooing specifically.
All right. Do you have
minor-
any? What do you have?
Lies or trick. Any interactions involving lies or trickery. Which I think probably might be the most what makes the most sense here. Maybe.
Sure, I'll give it to you because it'll be fun.
Fun. He says, "Oh boy." Alrighty.
And I'll call this a challenge. Call us a challenge 5 base. I gave you the skill, so it'll be a challenge 4. Target number 12. Are you spending any effort as you walk up to the woman who is at the security currently? And you see her trying to argue with the security guard about why she has to take the bird cage that is chained to her wrist through the line of security.
Yes. Sorry. So sorry.
Let her live.
Let her live. All right. I will be spending a point of effort. So yeah.
All right, sure thing. And then tell me how you decide to attempt to woo one Emma Elizabeth Maura.
$15 even for the roll. So yeah.
That'll do it.
Noticing this woman, Emma Elizabeth Maura, as she's attempting to argue her way through the security for her birdcage. I think Lysander will step in and be like, "Now, gentlemen, can't you see that this is something quite important to our dear madam here, and personally." And she sort of leans into the whisper to the guard. I'm trying to win my shot here, so like you gotta let me like do this thing here, like just play along with this. Surely you can look the other way for someone as magnificent as this woman right here, radiant as that birdcage.
The guard responds first. I would like to. It is a very lovely piece of decoration. However, it is obviously enchanted. This is functionally a weapon. We cannot let this pass.
Well,
not
I mean,
just-
listen, everything enchanted. Not everything enchanted is a weapon. Let's be real here. I know plenty of things that are enchanted that can serve as that can be fairly harmless. Much like looks at Emma, much as like how you've enchanted my heart to you, madam. I didn't say he was good at it. I didn't say he was good at it, and I did not say that he was not cheesy.
Mm-hmm. All right.
How about this then? Why don't I accompany her and make sure nothing unfavorable happens? Would that serve as compromise? I clearly have nothing on me. I can vouch for her safety.
And excuse me, just who exactly are you?
Oh. It's been a while since someone hasn't known my name for a while. My name. And he sort of straightens up, puffs out his chest a little bit, and sort of dusts off the shoulders of his jacket. He sort of does a quick bow. Pleasure, my lady. My name is Lysander Baronovich. I'm a rather reclusive member of the, rather inclusive investor, but quite well known in certain circles.
Yes, I believe I've heard of you. You invested in Astral recently, didn't you? Something about
certainly know
making
yours.
contact with the Lich Queen, yes?
Yes, you certainly know your information, my dear dame. And he gives her like a quick kiss to the back of her hand.
She nods as you do. Excuse me, you two really are holding up the line.
I mean, this could be quite resolved if you would just let us through. Birdcage included, of course.
I'll tell you what.
Sooth deck, sooth deck, sooth deck.
I'm gonna pull a card to see whether I'm gonna pull a card to see how Emma handles this, because there are two ways she can go.
Also, isn't it like handcuffed to her wrist? It ain't coming off.
It is handcuffed to her wrist. By all practical efforts, it's not coming off. But they are right in assessing it as a weapon. This is a dangerous.
I mean, listen.
My queen should be allowed to go in.
Should. Why do you think Lysander's fighting for her?
Perfect.
You're gonna say no to the head of the well, she's the head of the Magisterium, right?
She is one of the archmages of the
Yeah.
Magisterium.
You don't say
Yes.
fucking no to her.
Yeah.
All right, we pulled the Raven, meanings jealousy, sight, and trickery. Companion to the Secrets family, the Raven sees everything and tells nothing. It is smarter and wiser than it ever lets on. Its intelligence manifests as crafty solutions to problems. Some may even use the word cheating, in fact.
I love this.
And so I'll tell you what, as this dialogue continues, Emma begins to realize exactly two things. One, what you claim to be doing, which is shooting your shot. And then what you're actually doing, which is trying to move Vesper. And she begins to attempt to support you in both manners. She begins to play the part of an absolutely flattered young woman who is thrilled to have the attentions of such a handsome, young, wealthy man as yourself. You also notice she seems to subtly step to the side. She fumbles and almost trips, letting her caged hand flap through the security
Detector.
the metal detector, just as Vesper kind of slips on through before she pulls it back. And she and you cause such a messy, chaotic, and public scene that eventually she succeeds in not convincing the guards that the birdcage is harmless, but she seems to convince the guards that she is too inept to cause harm. And with that, the three of you are through the security gates. Vesper, for this point, I will say you are able to slip on through as Eris has caused some, or Lysander, I suppose, has caused some distraction ahead of you. You reach the elevator, press the button, and zoop, you are up, fully strapped and ready to cause problems should you be needed to. Erastus and Vertigo, I will say a few folks ahead of you in line, you saw some kind of scene with a strange young man and a white-haired young woman causing a scene, flapping a bird cage around, and eventually they go up in an elevator. Eris, you are now in an enclosed space with one of the most powerful mages in the city. She stays on your arm, but she does look at you. So who is it you were trying to sneak in?
Well, come now. Some secrets should best stay hidden, at least until a more appropriate time.
I can understand the value of discretion, but I will hold you to it if I'm going to play the game and help you get what you're chasing. Well, I only believe I should get some kind of reward, don't you think?
I can think of quite a few things.
I'm sure you could. So can I. Emma
Yes,
Elizabeth. And you are?
I believe I already introduced myself, didn't I not?
You did give a name. But I won't pry. What brings you here tonight, Lysander? I've not seen you here before.
It's been rather... let's just call it the last few events have been rather gauche for my liking. Although this year... What can I say? The tide seems to have turned ever since the return of a certain he who melts the earth.
No. Thraxamundar himself. What a... I suppose I shouldn't judge too harshly. He is, at least at the end of the day, a mage.
Sounds like you have a bit of a rocky relationship, might I add. I'm not really tuned in to the affairs of the magically inclined.
We are a secretive bunch, and it's good that we stay that way. I dislike Thraxamundar for his individualistic approach to magic and its application. He seems to think of himself as some kind of great man or some kind of uniquely gifted individual. And while I can't necessarily fault him for that perception, magic has never been a individual pursuit. The Magisterium is great, not just because of its archmages, but because of, well, all of the other mages who allow us to do what we do. But no, I won't bore you talking about magical politics.
Well, and if you have any more questions to ask, I'm always free to answer them. Over a drink, of course.
Just one, if you permit me.
Fire away.
What is it exactly you do with all of that reclusive time? Someone of your stature, the people of your note, they leave trails wherever they go. Everything they do. I feel like you appear and disappear at random, at will. How? Why?
Let's just say...
You let me know if you could share secrets.
Well, if it's secrets you're after, you might just have to work a little harder to get them, but...
If you could just tell me the secret of how to disappear, as you do.
Let's just say I have a very talented... how best to put it? Support system, shall we say.
No. They're for hire. Put me in touch. You're not the only one who could do with 3 to 6 months out of the public eye.
I'll be sure to pass them your name.
Very good. Enjoy the party, Lysander. Tell your friend I said hello.
You as well, Lady Emma.
She gives you a kiss on the cheek and departs as the elevator comes to the top of the building. Erastus and Vertigo, what's your progression through the security line like?
At least for Erastus, it's pretty smooth. He's not bringing in any weapons.
I'm literally just wearing a hologram, so...
Sick.
I mean, in a bodysuit, I guess, but I imagine it's pretty quick for me, too.
All right, delightful. The four of you, then, all soon find yourselves at the top of the building, or at least at the end of the elevator ride. You step out from essentially a little, like, freestanding sort of, like, housing for the elevator as you step onto a large balcony where before you a grand sort of secondary structure, almost imagine like a second mansion on top of a tower, is built, and you are looking at it from its outer courtyard. Folks are beginning to filter in as the sunlight begins to dwindle. You see such a variety of ostentatious displays of wealth that you have never even conceived of before, except for maybe Eris. Among the particular features that you notice outside, one, you see a fountain which is sort of operating in reverse, such that there is a pool of water that is constantly almost trickling upwards and collecting at a basin that is held above the pool of water, sort of on the ground level. In addition to that, there is a large sort of transparent, almost like an iridescent crystalline altar before you. This is the first of the games hosted here at the competition gala. This one, if I remember what the fuck it's called in my notes, is the sacrifice auction. In order to gain entry, you have to essentially bid something away that matters to you. Ahead of you, you see a group of clearly intoxicated, giggling young women. One of them slips a ring off of her finger and places it on the altar. It in a puff of fire and smoke. And the doors open and she proceeds into the structure proper.
We need to give something away that matters to us.
Yep. It doesn't have to be physical either.
Are you thinking of going in?
I need to mull over what I'm... You can go ahead first.
I think I need a drink before I do. Just to think about what to offer.
There's a sort of like an open bar out here.
Yeah.
Well, then are you able to grab a drink?
Felt like someplace that would have an open bar available nearby.
Yeah.
Have Lysander and Vesper gone in yet, or are they like in this kind of courtyard area before entry?
They are also in the outer courtyard with you.
Damn it, I was hoping I would get that hand waved.
Nope.
Yeah. Maybe we should find Eris's friend and her other friend, Vesper, first.
I will also say, if you pledge to participate in the games as a group, you can offer something as a group.
It does sound kind of fun. Yeah, let's go find him. At this point, has Vesper stayed in the group chat or with the sulky emoji, or have they dipped again?
At the point in which the sulky emoji was sent, that was his resignation of being in the group chat against his will.
Perfect. Okay,
perfect. Amazing.
I will drop a, hey, Vesper, heard you're here. Erastus and I are just standing up near the, I guess, entry area bar, the bar. Sounds like it could be fun to compete as a group. And by fun, I mean lucrative and beneficial.
You see, like, the 3 dots
Yeah.
like
Good. Amazing.
appear and disappear a couple of times, and like by the time you're like, what are you typing that is this long, he's just next to you.
Okay, I figured it would just be like a K or something like that. Oh, and Eris, who's your friend? What's their contact something.
I didn't say he came with Eris. I just
No, but Eris said that it was going to be
Got it.
his friend and you just showed up alone. So now Vertigo's wondering where. I don't even know if you said it was Lysander or just a friend.
I think
I
I
asked.
did, yeah. Erastus asked for
Okay,
details, yeah.
okay.
Maybe
Unless-
like a quick, a
Yeah.
quick scan over the crowds, and then like point out the very like white opulent suit. Is
Perfect.
that them?
Maybe. Let's go find out.
Yeah, that's the tall one with all the shit on it. Yeah, that's him.
As you head over towards Lysander, you see a young woman with sort of bright white hair, the young Emma Elizabeth that Lysander was speaking to earlier, opens the door to the birdcage, and something like a creature spills out onto the altar. It is incinerated, and she proceeds in.
Like I'll watch as Emma goes in, and then I'll turn to Lysander, trying to get on the Archmage's good side. That was said to Lysander, by the way.
Yeah. We had a chat. Was quite interesting. Where are my manners? Hi. Lysander.
Erastus.
Vertigo. It's a pleasure.
The pleasure's mine.
Vesper behind their backs is looking extremely amused.
How much has Eris told you of why we're here?
Oh, I know they've mentioned something along the lines of needing to be at the gala, but as for the why, they were a little stingy with that part. Not for lack of trying, that I add.
I've known her for a short while, and it really seems like she is getting anything out of them is very difficult.
Yeah, that about sums up our working relationship fairly well.
Vertigo is looking around while they talk for canapes.
Yes.
If that's on this side of the wall.
If what's on this side of the wall?
Oh, like little
d'oeuvres.
appetizers. Hors
Yeah.
d'oeuvres is the word I'm looking for,
Oh.
yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes, absolutely. There are hors d'oeuvres and folks walking around serving it.
I think the question is, are we entering as a group or individuals?
Why enter at all?
Well, I have to get in there. So if you want to stay on this side, you're more than welcome to.
Fabulous
unfortunate.
prizes. Fame and fortune await.
Whether we enter as individuals or as a group depends how much will factor in how much needs to be given as an entry fee.
Well,
Either
to be
we-
perfectly blunt, I don't have much to give, so I suppose the group would be beneficial. We want to find out what's happening here.
It's a pool. Lysander, you're in, I suppose, being Eris's proxy.
Oh, of course. Besides, I know a good investment opportunity when I see one.
Perfect.
All right.
A
So a group.
goblin in a red and blue suit walks up. He holds up a mechanism that seems to be made of brass or something. It's looking a little antiquated, a little strange. Holds it up, places it on top of the altar. It goes up in flames, and he steals himself and walks in.
Was that Kazakh?
Sure was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as a group then. Erastus will walk up to the thing if no one else is going to.
I mean, I'll be right next to him.
Yeah. You said it didn't need to be physical, Alex.
Nope, sure didn't.
Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover my hand over this, what was it, like an altar or something you said?
Yeah, essentially a large kind of flat crystalline structure.
Yeah, I think what Erastus is going to offer up is the memory of when he finally finished graduating law school. So that pride of sense of accomplishment in that day essentially is handing it over.
All right, absolutely. Y'all see Erastus walk up to the thing, kind of steel himself, put a hand on the altar, and jolt a little bit, as if shocked in a way. Erastus, this is a terribly uncomfortable feeling. One minute you're bringing up a joyful, kind of rewarding memory, and the next it feels like you have been shocked by some kind of external form of electricity, and there's an emptiness, a vacancy in your mind that speaks to the fact that you don't even recall what you've lost.
And I think he'll hold out his arm again to Vertigo.
Does it know we're joining as a group?
Functionally, yes.
Okay, I was like, did Erastus
Yeah.
just like... Okay, I will take it and hold out my hand to the altar, and I will give up the taste of lemon. And Vertigo
Well-
loves lemon. If
Well,
that's
if we're
a
going
thing.
if we're going as a group, we don't have to all give something, right?
Yes, yeah. You
Oh,
can
oh.
give
Yeah.
one thing for the whole
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they just had to be... Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is 3, Erastus. You're really racking them up.
I'm glad you're keeping count.
I'm glad I get to keep tasting lemon.
That would be a shame if you lost that.
Three of you proceed into an enormous opulent structure. It has 4 tiers, essentially, and you come into the ground floor, a sort of dance floor. Right now, there is... oh, no, 4, sorry. I'm used to saying 3 for this game.
I was just gonna. It's fine. I'll find my own way in.
Right. You could. I don't
Yeah.
doubt you for a second. But no, the 4 of you go in and you see a large dance floor ahead of you where right now it's basically essentially modern pop music that's going on. There's a small stage being set up. I'm going to describe to you a little bit of what's in here. We'll call it for tonight, and then you can reconvene and figure out how you want to attack this problem next session. A few of the things you see. Up on the 4th floor, well, actually, let's start at the ground floor. There are 2 sets of stairs to your left and to your right that head up. These are blocked off by guards. This is one of the games, the Ascension game. Can you make it to the 4th floor? The guards aren't going to let you. Can you figure out how to... can you figure out how to make it happen anyway? You can bribe, lie, manipulate, jump, fly, teleport. You probably shouldn't engage in a direct violence. But aside from that, any method you can think of is probably open to you. There is a small stage being set up sort of to the back left. You see on a drum head in big red letters, "The Beloved." And if any of you are up on your metal bands, you would see an individual a half-elf pale with curly brown hair, tuning a guitar. You would know this individual is Callum Kane, guitarist and lead singer for The Beloved, a Red Presence themed metal band. Off to the side, also on the ground floor, you see an individual that probably all of you, except for maybe Vesper, have seen before. You see a large, tall Loxodon woman with carved tusks. Her robes are black and gold, very ornate and flowing. She looks somewhat out of place, but not for lack of confidence. She observes quietly, though her purpose seems not immediately clear to you. On the second floor, leaning over and watching the crowd, you would see a face that, if you're familiar with any mages or the magical arts, you'd be familiar with. This is a lich, an undead woman who goes by the name of M. Formerly a necromancer who was killed in the good old days in Zenith, and now, for the moment, seems to have found better prospects in undeath. Up at the top, on the fourth floor, you would see two individuals that, again, all except for Vesper, have seen before. Brother and sister, half-elf, both with sort of stark blonde hair, both wearing monochrome red. Brother and sister, Apogee and Perigee. And I'm trying to think of how he would introduce himself. Vesper. The young man approaches you. He's an interesting looking guy. He's got tan skin, gold eyes, the slight smell of heat and sulfur that surrounds him. He's wearing all black except for a few pieces of gold and red jewelry. I recognize you.
I highly doubt that.
I don't forget a face under circumstances such as the ones we last saw each other under. Although I don't think you would recognize the current body, as it were. Last time you saw me, I was a toad. He takes an arm and gives you a dramatic bow. Mephistopheles, at your service.
Long time indeed.
Long, long time, friend. Come, have a drink. You'll find I'm much more sociable in a body such as this.
I would imagine so.
The wondrous ability to just think and not eat bugs. Just wonders for the soul. But who are your friends?
Well,
Everyone, you find yourself in glorious, esteemed company.
Esteemed.
I esteem you quite highly.
It's very kind of you.
It is no less than you deserve. The trials you faced. Incredible.
Forgive me, it's very odd to talk to someone else who knows these things. And he kind of like indicates his head to the back of Lysander.
Yeah.
And then he'll also point out Erastus and Vertigo and my other newer companions.
Oh, new friends. It's good to meet you. My name is Mephistopheles. How can I be of service to you?
Charmed.
I will hold my hand out for a handshake.
Shakes your hand.
Erastus.
Would anyone like to roll a challenge level 3 intellect task?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'm nosy as shit.
What kind of intellect task?
This would just be intellect if you have anything about history or magic or devils.
I'm just gonna roll flat.
Sure. Take number 9.
I just missed it. I got an 8.
It's definitely a name you've heard before, but it's not ringing a bell as to exactly who this is.
That's fair.
Some kind of devil or some kind of representative of the hells, maybe, but you're not quite sure.
Am I
Vertigo?
also rolling?
If you would like to.
I would like to. That is a 10.
10, that will do it. This is the archdevil Mephistopheles, one of the rulers of one of the 9 layers of hell. He seems to be here partying. That's probably the extent of what you know. By reputation, and probably from if you've been hanging out with Vito, you would know that Mephistopheles is well liked and generally considered to be sociable and pleasant, as compared to at least some of the other individuals of hell you could be dealing with.
It's valid. I just want to be very clear. Well liked by whom? Like people generally, or like devils specifically?
Devils specifically, but also some mortals.
Okay. I feel like context kind of matters on that one.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Vertigo's going to smile and say, "Are you having a good time? Have you been here long?"
I have been here only briefly. I'm here to represent the interests, well, a certain set of interests at the lovely gala that you're hosting, and then I will be returning back to my home, far away.
Well,
Tell
are
me-
you
tell me what
participating?
I'm not sure yet. Of course, I paid the sacrifice of entry, of course. But, well, as for glory and riches in this material plane of yours, I'm not sold.
You and I are on the
But
same
that's-
mind of that.
However, if that's what it takes to get me the audiences with the people I need to see, then, well, I suppose I'll have to do my damnedest.
Are you heading up to the 4th floor?
I might have to. If I
Well-
do, I won't be happy about it. But I can play with the best of them.
Maybe we can find a way to assist each other in getting where we need to go.
Oh, how pleasant. You speak my language. Very good.
Maybe after some hors d'oeuvres, drinks, and a little dancing, we can reconvene.
Of course, I hear the dancing is the first part of the games proper. If that's the case, I'd love to see you on the floor.
Erastus,
I'll
you feel a slight, like, just a light squeeze. Almost like Vertigo's just shifting her hand placement, but
Yeah. There is a look from the side of my like out of the corner of my eye, and you see the slightest nod. Like, I get what you're putting down. Like, don't worry, I'm not gonna just jump into this. I might not know who this is, but I know he's powerful and has influence.
You just missed the Lady Tiamat. Ah, what a reunion we could have had.
A lot of old names, bringing up old memories.
Old names, old memories. Yes. Funny how things seem to always end up going in circles.
Tell me about it.
Well, one day you will live as long as I have, and I will be able to tell you about it. But, in any case, enjoy the night. It's good to see you, Vesper, and friends.
Save a dance.
Pleasure.
very nice to meet you.
Of course. Does anyone have anything you would like to do to begin to get your foot in the door before we call it for night?
I think I would like to see if there's anyone. I want to look around the crowd and see if there's anyone who's maybe kind of here covertly, but kind of working behind the scenes to make things go smoothly and see if I can use them to my advantage to advance.
Gotcha. So you're trying to look for someone who is supporting the continuation of the games. Is that, to be clear?
Yeah, more or less. Like basically, is this someone I can either like talk to or get on my side so it's easier to go up the floors?
Gotcha. Okay. Let's think. Sorry, I'm looking through my notes of lists of people who are going to be here.
No, you're fine. If you want to put it more broadly, someone advantageous that will definitely assist getting up there.
Sure. I'll tell you what, I don't think you're going to be able to, from a vibe, be able to identify someone at the specific intersection of supports this enterprise as a good thing or as a purpose.
I'm thinking
And
more of like
also
a
is
staff
willing
member.
Oh, got you. You're just looking for like any random like waiter or something?
No. Some
I
like
guess-
so like
I'm sorry, I'm not.
like the equivalent of a like a wedding planner who knows all the ins and outs of everything that I can exploit.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Because there's got to be people like who are planning and like hosting this thing that aren't just Thraxamundar. He's got to like he has to have had to employ people to help with running the
that's
thing.
true. Okay, I understand what you're looking for now. Okay. I'll tell you what. I did not actually have a host planned, so I'll get back to you on that first thing next session.
Cool.
Is that okay? Sorry.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
All right. Anyone else have anything else you'd like to do?
But can I pick them out in a cloud?
What?
Can I pick them out in a crowd?
I would say, yeah, probably
Okay,
would not
cool.
be too difficult to identify someone doing those activities.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's all good. So this is attended by like a shit ton of people, right?
Yeah.
And there are probably like, I don't know, anywhere there's a lot of people, there's a lot of things being dropped or lost. I would like to attempt to salvage Iotum.
Okay.
Because I want to see if I can make something with the right tool for the job.
What kind of thing
Still-
you're trying to make?
I want to make something that can, like, temporarily phase me past a guard if I wanted to go the sneaky route.
Okay. I think that should be possible. So what you're looking for, and forgive me, 'cause I have to narrate this out loud. You would be looking for digital technology. You would be
Correct.
looking for like communications technology, because what you're trying to do basically is either put yourself in the ethereal plane and shunt yourself through the ether web as a physical transportation, or you're trying to teleport yourself from device to device.
It was quite literally the first thing, like phasing, essentially, like using whatever is there, which it would make sense that that would be the ether web.
All right, cool. You would need to find something much more powerful than lost cell phones, essentially, to make this happen. But this is the kind of event where people are carrying around powerful magical objects and powerful technology.
That's what I'm counting on is somebody wants somebody to invest and is bringing a prototype or something that they shouldn't have brought in.
I'll tell you who you see. You see a little goblin man in a red and blue suit, and he is doing exactly what you were talking about, pitching technology to investors.
That's my target.
Nice. Vertigo, what's the move?
Vertigo is really excited about her plan. Eva, don't have a good brain for breaking things apart. So if it's all right, I would like to do all of it next session.
All right, sick. And Eris.
Honestly,
Or
I
Lysander,
don't know if
rather.
Eris. I don't think Lysander really has a plan at the moment. I think because
Gotcha.
my brain is also like not like.
Yeah, it's getting late. It's getting the
Yeah.
hours are getting up there.
So I think I'll also probably save my plans till next session. I think.
All right, sick. In that case, we will wrap it here for tonight. All right, well, that has been our episode of Zenith 3000 for the evening. To everybody watching, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to quickly go around, say who we are one last time, where you can find us and where our projects are, and then we will bid you all a good night. And if you're as tired as me, hopefully we will go to sleep. So, as I am already talking, hello everybody. My name is Alex. I have been your GM for this episode of Zenith 3000 and all succeeding episodes of Zenith 3000. I cannot be found on the internet for any sort of public social media, and that is honestly off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure the only thing I have to say about that. So I will pass it off to my lovely and accomplished co-stars.
Hi, I'll go super quick. Hi, I'm Mary. You can find me on all applicable social media, Archmage of Dice. I'm running stuff on the channel. Check out the channel soon for upcoming charity game one-shots. I'm going to be running a game called Grandma Club. Be grandmas with me. Dress up as we save the holidays. You know, from fraternities, rowdy children, and goats.
I can go next then. Hi everyone, my name is Abhishek. He, him pronouns. I am actually going to be involved in one other project aside from Zenith. You can find me, double checking the date. You can find me on the 23rd. I will be in a charity one shot for Extra Life, and it will be a what channel name it is, but it's on Dax's channel for those of y'all who are familiar. But yeah, I'll be one of their Extra Life one shots. I believe. Don't remember the system off the top of my head, but more info will come soon. More info will come. If I can speak, that'd be great. But yeah, that's basically me.
I will go, I suppose. I feel like we're going in alphabetical character order, which is very nice for my brain. And I unmuted myself, even better. Hi, hello, I'm Eva. I am here mostly. I'm here on Thursdays for Zenith. I am here on Saturdays for Horizon's Call, and I believe Anik and Eva's Chaotic Playthroughs is taking a bit of a hiatus because we are starting up VSIN again very soon with session 2.5 at the end of the month, and then getting into season 3. And then I will be doing a lot of tech for the holidays. I don't think I'm running anything. I hope I didn't commit to running anything. I don't have the brain for it.
That leaves me. I'm Seth. You can't find me on the internet. Good. I mean, you could try if you want to. It's fine. I don't really care. I'm in this now, which is new. And then I'm in maybe something else soon. I don't know. You'll have to just like wait and see. There are a bunch of charity one-shots that rock that you guys should definitely keep an eye on that are coming up on the channel. So make sure to stay tuned there. Otherwise, I remain unknowable. So.
All right, and with that, I believe we are logging off for tonight. Thank you all once again for joining us, and we hope to see you next time.
Are you going to see us right now? Because I can't find the end credits. There we go.
Sick.
Take care of yourselves, pet your pets, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.